All right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? This is the Maximum Overdrive. I am Mr. Maximum Black. Shout out to the E Nation, strong peoples in the house, Wanda Harris, Belmont, Royal Ladies of the E Nation, Penny Sparks, Kenny Conjo. What's going on, my brother? Rozzy, where have you been? Have you had enough of the lunacy over there on RBR's channel? Okay. Before we get started, I want to share something with y'all. I got a heavy heart here. I'm going to share my screen here in a second. Okay. And I want y'all to see something that was sent to me by brother Black First. Shout out to Black First. This is sad. So I'm going to play it. And let you guys take a look at it.
Yolanda Carr's death is just the latest in a string of tragic events for the Jefferson family. First, Tatiana Jefferson was shot and killed by a Fort Worth police officer who came to this home to check on her back in October. Less than a month later, her father died of a heart attack. Now the Jefferson family has to plan its third funeral in 3 months. Officials have not said how Carr died, but attorney Lee Merritt, speaking on behalf of the family, says she'd recently become ill, died early Thursday morning in the same home on East Allen Avenue, where former Fort Worth police officer Aaron Dean shot and killed Tatiana Jefferson. Carr spoke out from her hospital bed when Dean was indicted on murder charges in December.
We got a miss good. I'm so glad that the bank finally indicted that man on murder because he murdered my baby. He murdered my baby in my home. She wasn't doing anything and she didn't do anything wrong.
Now that home is again full of friends and loved ones supporting a family that's been through so much already. In Fort Worth, I'm Eric Alvarez.
Around with they're about to go out to eat.
All right. Wow. That family has gone through a lot. First, the mother loses her daughter to a maniac race soldier, Tatiana. Then she loses her father a month later. And now her mother is gone. So pretty much that whole family is gone. And when I think about what I'm about to talk about tonight, it gives me a little bit more ambition and anger to get my point across. We have cowards out here attacking Black women, and this is what's happening to our people. A whole family here is gone, a whole Black family. The mother, the father, the daughter. Gone. And we have cowardly Black men on social media forming hate groups to attack our women. Peace, power to the Jeffersons family. I hope they find peace. In their never-ending sleep. This is heartbreaking. This happens to us every day. And we got cowards out here attacking our women when we're faced with real life problems. We have devils walking around here with badges, murdering our people, causing unforetold tragedies. Losing their daughter affect the father. Losing his daughter, he fell to a heart attack. Then the mother fell. So all three of them are gone. All of this started by a devil hiding behind a badge. And we have black devils running around here, forming hate groups and attacking our women. The title tonight is Attacking Black Women is a badge of shame cowards wear with pride. They do, they wear it with pride. They come out and they brag about it. They do it blatantly in the open. They wear these badges of shame in the open like it's a fashion statement. They don't care if we all see it. They don't care anything for that. Being a coward is a cool thing to be nowadays amongst many black men. Hey man, what do you want to be when you grow up, man? I want to be a coward. Oh, cool, yeah, man. I heard about that from my pops. He a coward too. Word, yeah, man, my brother's a coward too. Yeah, well, you know, I'm the only child, man. I'll be the first coward in my family. Word. Yo, man, you got it made, dog. You're gonna be the first coward. I wish I was the first coward. But my father and brothers were cowards before me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I can't wait to get my badge of shame. Yeah, I mean, I heard they selling them down there at fucking that store called No Good Nigga. A word, No Good Niggas got badges of shame? Yeah, No Good Niggas. Yeah, they got badges of shame down there. They on sale too. So, attacking black women is a badge of shame worn by cowards with pride. They wear these badges of shame with pride. It's their Purple Heart. It's their Medal of Honor. See, tonight I want to talk to the men. See, I want to appeal to the men. I want to talk to the men tonight. Y'all need to listen. We have to, if you're a father, you're already raising boys, you can take on another boy. If you got time to mentor another boy, do so. You brothers out there with no kids that got time to mentor boys, do so. We have to get to these boys and stop or prevent another generation of effeminate and cowardly men. We have to get to these boys and start training them the proper way, teaching them the proper things, helping them to develop courage so that they may face obstacles head on. Teach them that the woman isn't our enemy, but our ally, our companion, our lover, our friend, our mother, our sister, our auntie, our grandmother. Show them who the proper enemy is. and help them build the courage to fight against that enemy. Our generation cannot take or withstand another generation of weak, whiny, pathetic, girly, sissy Black men. Broken, emotional, bitter men who are filled with hatred towards our Black women, filled with self-loathing and seething anger towards Black women for no apparent reason. How many generations can we endure before our race finally collapses on top of itself because it no longer has a foundation in which to stand? The men are the foundation of the race. Without the men holding up the race cannot stand. And right now it's collapsing because the foundation is weak. They're getting weaker all the time. It won't be long now, another generation or two, the foundation will be gone. We cannot afford or endure another generation of cowards. Misguided males whose minds are twisted and their emotions are all gobbledygook. Men who have the wrong understanding of how to deal with women and deal with their problems and not being able to identify the real enemy. We cannot endure another generation of this. Something has to be done, and it needs to be done now. So to the men out there, I mentor young boys and girls whenever I get the chance in my free time. Go to these places where these young boys are. If you can, take one or two under your wing. Start teaching them the right things. Help turn them around. Help raise them into being strong young men who are fearless in the eyes of adversity. Shout out to the GOAT, Poetic Kells, Belmore. Shout out to the E family. Again, we cannot suffer, nor can we endure another generation of weak, whiny, girly, sissified, pathetic, cowardly Black men. Our race can no longer endure generation after generation. We are at our wits' end. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel. We are but 2 inches away from completely collapsing because the foundation is becoming too weak to hold up the rest of the society of Black people. Too many sissies running around here. Too many cowards that are proud of being cowardly, who brag and bold and boast about attacking women. Calling themselves alpha males. Running around here with leotards on and skirts, adorning women's apparel, wearing perfume, super tight-fitting clothes, as to show off their figure like a woman, calling themselves alpha males. Always dressing in drag, hiding behind the title of male fashion. We just lost a Black family. The Jeffersons are no longer with us. Tatiana was taken by a white devil, which started a chain reaction of tragedy. A father left heartbroken, grieving, fell by a heart attack. Now the mother is gone as well. And when I see that, and I think about these cowards floating around on social media, pretending to be real men, laying low in the bushes like weasels, laying traps for women, scheming, coming up with schemes to attack women. And have no shame in their cowardice. They wear it with pride. They care nothing about being seen as a coward. These men have no scruples, they have no morals, they have no couth, they have no manhood. See, one thing a real man has is pride, if he has nothing else. I'm going to be seen as a man regardless. I don't give a damn if I don't have a dime in my pocket. I could be living on the streets homeless, but I will still stand as a man because I got pride. These men have the pride of a coward. See, I would have been a little bit more excited tonight. What's bringing me down a little bit is the tragedy of the Jefferson family. My heart's a little heavy. That's why I don't have the zeal that I normally have. Because what's really making me angry is that we have this happening to us in real time. We still have devils with badges running around here looking to take us out. They're also shooting at our women. Tatiana died in her own house. Shot by a devil through the window. A cowardly act. Which is equivalent to the cowardly acts that these niggas pull here on YouTube and on social media. So it's up to the men to get to these boys. Like I said, try. Men, if you're listening, we are in dire straits. Try to mentor as many young boys as you possibly can. Try to teach them the proper things. I'm going to do my very best to reach as many young boys as I possibly can. We have to cut off this cowardly culture that has found a home in our young men. We have to cut off this misunderstanding of who the real enemy is, which has found a home in our young men. Like I said, we can no longer endure another race of cowardly Black men. We don't have that luxury. We have everybody and their mama gunning for us. They're hitting us every which way you can possibly imagine. It's bad enough. We're one big nigger and we're public enemy number one. But to have our own fighting against us too, while other people are fighting us. I don't even know, as mighty as we may be, I don't even know how long we can continue to hold up without correcting a few things. We may be a mighty people, but even the mighty do fall at some point. And if we don't get this corrected in our men, we will fall, because there will be no foundation left. The men are the foundation of the society. Without them, society can't be maintained or sustained. And our men have gone rogue. The men of this generation have gone rogue. They've gone astray from the society. They've turned into biological monstrosities of humanity. Cowards. Traitors. We have to do something about it. So we men have to take this among ourselves. And we have to go into the lion's den and rescue as many of our boys from the jaws of the lion. And train them to be upright walking men, men of courage, men of foundation, men of integrity, men of honor, men of might, men of sound mind and emotions. Before all of this cowardice and sissified culture undo us all. And to the brothers of my generation, shame on some of you for aiding and abetting this. How black-hearted must you be to aid and abet in this and sit back and allow this to happen? And not only allow it to happen, but fuel it, aid it, help it, lead it by the hand. You have become one of our greatest enemies. You've surpassed the white man, as far as I'm concerned. You've become more dangerous than he is now. Now I see you as the number one enemy of Black people. Because you have access to us, access that the white man doesn't have. You have access to our children. You have access to our boys and girls, our women. And this is what you do to us. You've turned on us. You've become a traitor, a monster. You've sold out your people. You've broken all of our hearts. You've turned your back on us. You've turned your back on our children. And now you, along with your new friends, your white supremacist friends, now you stand with them and you harm our children. You poison the minds of our young men. You turn them against their mothers, their sisters, their aunts, and their grandmothers. You teach them that the hatred for their mothers is natural. Not only is it natural, but it's the fault of someone else. And now they walk the streets with your poisonous message. And when they see our women being harmed, they stand by and they do nothing. You know why? Because that poison you put in their head is there. They sit there and they take pictures of our women being brutally beaten for entertainment on social media platforms such as World Star Hip Hop. Why they do that? Because that poison you put in their mind is there. They stand by and they do nothing. They make fun of our women being beaten and harmed. They do this because that poison you put in their mind is there. This is why 3 young men, strappy young men, will sit by and do nothing as a white man attacks a Black woman. And even though they are in close proximity, they do absolutely nothing to protect her, to intervene, because that poison you put in their mind is there. You have become our greatest enemy. Our fight now must turn to you. Because before we can get to the enemy that has plagued our people for who knows how many years, you must be dealt with. Because you are the greatest danger as of right now. Understand this. You think this is funny. And as you listen to this broadcast, you're probably back there cackling and laughing. Think this is some kind of joke, but I assure you it's no joke. We will find a way to defeat you. Understand this. Your defeat, it will be the most awful. You have stepped over the line and there is no going back. We have no more love for you. You have none for us. You have none for our children. You have none for our women. You have none for us. So we no longer have any for you. So go on and turn your back. Go your own way. Save yourself. You have no more home here. You have no more people. We are no longer your people. Go your own way. Don't come back. Don't ever come back. Leave us alone. We don't want anything else to do with you. You have turned on us and you have become a monster. All of you. There's no more love in our heart for you. I know I have none. And I no longer see any of you as my brother. I am a black man. You are not. You are no longer our people. Go with your new friends, your new race. Go with your white friends who have convinced you to turn on us. We have nothing else for you. There's nothing for you to come back to. Nothing but hatred and extreme prejudice. The hatred and the prejudice that you created, that you used on our children, on our young boys and girls, on our women. That is all we have for you. But it's a lot worse than what you've dished out, so I advise you to keep it moving and don't come back. Whatever you're going to save yourself, go overseas, get going, and don't come back. But if you do, there's no telling what we might do. And with that being said, let me get the link out. Get the link out here, open up the panel. Prayers go out to the Jefferson family. Whole black family gone. And we got fools running around here, building hate groups. All right, the link is out, the panel is open. The door is open. Come on up. I don't know about you, but I'm infuriated right now. Just lost a black family. 2 mothers. Tatiana was a mother as well, black mother as well. And we lost a father who was grieving over his daughter so much that he couldn't even recover It took his life to grieve over his own daughter. And now the mother is gone. The mother that was a wife to the father who passed away, and the mother to the daughter who was viciously murdered by a devil hiding behind a badge. And we got these sissies running around here forming hate groups against our women. It is a hate group, Penny. It is. I don't consider them our people anymore. That's my opinion. I don't expect anybody's views to reflect mine. That is how I feel. I don't see them as brothers. I don't see them as black people. As far as I'm concerned, they're all white supremacists. Shout out to people in the chat, First Lady, Royal Lady Neek, Dan Frankie, Wanda, Penny Sparks in the building. Sorry guys, I'm a little off to the side. Usually I'm tripping and acting out, but seeing what happened to the Jefferson families really got me down. You know, my anger for these jokers, you know, it's rising. We're losing families every day. See, we get on YouTube with all this BS towards one another. We forget what's going on in the real world. In the real world, we're still targeted. Black men and black women are being targeted. Our children are being targeted. These niggas don't get that. They on here acting crazy, forming hate groups against their own people. We already got enough hate groups against us. We don't need any more. We don't need any more hate groups. Can somebody give them a memo that we don't need any more hate groups? We got enough. We have plenty. We don't need any more. They still got race soldiers out here targeting us. They're targeting our women. They're targeting our men. They're targeting our children. Our young boys, our young girls, they're all targeted. All being targeted. That you got these pieces of shit making up these hate groups. Like somehow we live on a different planet. Like they don't live on this planet, like they don't see what's going on out here in the real world. As if we needed more hate groups. We don't need any more thank you. We have plenty. I didn't want to talk about this tonight. I had some positive plan I wanted to talk about, and then this shit came up. A friend of mine, a fellow military friend of mine, got a page up. And she expressed something to me and I saw it. It pissed me off. In honor of her, I decided to do this kind of stream. Black woman can't even put up a YouTube channel without being attacked by these sissies, these morons. These cowards. That shit pissed me off. How can you be cool with being such a worthless Negro? I don't know any men like that. Men got pride. We got pride. Couldn't walk around here knowing that I'm a coward. I would never come outside. I would never look people in the eye. I would take all of the mirrors out of my house. I'd rather get my ass whooped to within an inch of my life to walk around here being a goddamn coward. Shout out to Cynthia G. Strong People's in the building. Black woman puts up a YouTube channel. She gets attacked. Just expressing herself, doing her, minding her own business. You're gonna take your little punk ass over there and attack her channel? And this woman happens to be a friend of mine? Like I said, attacking black women is a badge of honor. It's a badge of shame, I mean, that cowards wear, and they wear it with pride. I never thought I'd see the day when men would be okay with being a goddamn coward. How the hell does pride and coward go together? But these niggas have managed to put pride together with coward. Proud to be a fucking coward. They encouraging each other to be cowards. They encourage each other to go and attack women. Well, let me see. It's easier to go attack black women, but you won't take your ass out here on this world stage and compete with these men. Forget about the white men for a second. You won't compete with any other men. Hell, you won't even compete with other black men. Forget about all the other stuff. You won't even compete with other black men for anything real. Like I said, man, it's up to us as black men, the ones who are still standing, the ones who understand what's going on and you know, and have the nerves to try to fix this. We got to get to these young boys. We got to start turning around. We got to start mentoring them. We got to do something, man. We can't endure another race. We can't endure another generation of cowardly, sissified, effeminate black males. If we get another generation, I don't think we'll ever recover. I mean, we have black women putting up YouTube channels and can't even have their channels in peace. Being attacked. And it's by men. It's not by other women, it's by men. Black men. You know what, man? You know, being an old dog, you know, come from a different time. It took me a long time because I've been married for a long time. So you would probably equate me to a hibernating bear. I've been in my own world for 19, 20 years. You know, I'm just coming to YouTube maybe a year ago. You know, just taking a peek out the out because I live in my own world. I'm married. So I don't have any real interest in what's really going on in the world except to take care of my homestead and things like that. You know, go watch the football games, take care of my wife, maintain my home, drink a beer every now and then, spend some money, have some fun. I had no idea what was going on out here. I feel like a bear that done woke up from hibernation. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because when I went to sleep, it wasn't like this 20-some years ago. What the hell? I'm waking up out of hibernation. Like, what kind of niggas are these? Did we get invaded? Did some aliens come down here or what? Is there a spaceship around here somewhere? What happened? Where did these niggas come from? Surely these aren't the type of niggas that are being raised by black people. And so I'm walking around with this question in my mind, what kind of niggas are these? When I went to sleep, when I got married and went to my hibernation, I didn't see any niggas like this. You know, when I joined the Manosphere for a brief moment, it didn't take me long to realize I don't relate to them dudes. Most of them are homos, undercover homos, trying to masquerade as alpha males. Some of them, some big burly homo thug niggas over there with lisps. Trying to get away with wearing women's apparel, like nobody see it. Yeah, Razi, I'm a married man, dude. So I've been in my own world, man. I've been in that world of working, making money, being with my wife, enjoying my home life, watching the games on the weekend, every now and then having a Super Bowl party, but you know, my dudes come over, we partying with the wings, Super Bowl, beer, all that. Man, I didn't know what the hell was going on out here. I didn't know all this was going on out here. I wasn't even on no social media. I think I was on Twitter for a little bit. I wasn't on YouTube or Facebook or any of that. I didn't know what the hell was going on in this world over here. Man, I jumped on this mug and like, what the fuck is going on out here? Yeah, I was on my man stuff, Bell. I wasn't, you know, I got on 4 tool belts, working around the house, hanging doors, building countertops, switching over rooms, laying floor, doing man work. I don't know about no damn social media or what the hell is going on out here. Got my own man cave and whatnot. Man, I come up on here and at first when I came on here, I went to the conscious community. So I was still kind of shielded. Okay, I still didn't see, because in the conscious community, they believe the black woman is God over there. They on some other stuff. You know, even though the conscious community is booty too, they the complete opposite over there. They on some, the black woman is God, and they got mad science that claims that it proves that. You know, young Pharaoh, a lot of them cats over there believe the black woman is God. Some of them arguments, I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm trying to get young Pharaoh over here. I got to reach out to him. I want him to come over here and explain his concept. You got to hear his science. He's got the most interest, other than that doctor, scientist, whatever, He's got the most interesting science that I've seen. One day, if I could get him over here, I'm working on him. I got to email him. I got to reach out to him. I'm going to try to get him over here to explain this. You guys got to hear this stuff. He's got some amazing science that he says proves that the black woman is God. And there's a couple of them over there like, I mean, these dudes are like hardcore. They not BSing. They not just saying it to pander or whatever. They really believe that. They got research. They done did research. They got whole presentations that they put together. You know, and so like I said, the conscious community is nothing like over here. So I still wasn't exposed to over here yet. You know, I was in the conscious community for a while. So I hung out over there. You know, I'm from the 60s, Black Panther and all that. So, you know, the conscious community was kind of like home for me. I knew all about the new YBNs and all that back in the day, and how the brothers used to be on the corner. Before social media, you know, they had all their books out there on the sidewalk and stuff. They just be sitting up there talking about. And you gotta understand that the white man wants to take away the rights of the brother man. So the brother man needs to understand the laws of the land and make sure you have a gun in your hand. So we listen to bullshit like that, right? So you know, it was a conscious thing back then. You know what I'm saying? And so when I was first introduced to social media and YouTube, I saw that they had a conscious community. I saw Sonetta and all of them or whatever. So I hung out over there because, you know, it was Black Power and all that. And that's what was going down. So I hung out over there for a long time. I was over there. That's when I went under the conscious name. I was calling myself Black Lion over there. I used to run with a cat named, Lex Vortex and Solarmon. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I'm gonna try to get, as soon as I get in contact with Lex, I'm gonna try to get him over here too. He's another interesting brother. Might be able to get Solarmon as soon as I can get in contact with them brothers. But anyway, so I was hanging out over there for a minute, you know, and it wasn't all of this black women hate. It was none of that over there. They don't get down like that over there. Now, they charlatans over there, don't get me wrong, this was charlatans over there, but they don't get down like that. There was none of this, I hate black women. They wouldn't even allow that over there. Okay. Hey, Miss Blue. Stop messing with me, yo. Anyway, shout out to Cathedral Hunter acting up in the chat. Anyway, yeah, I had a picture of a lion and everything. I actually had a picture of a black lion. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, Zion Lex and all that. Y'all, yeah, oh yeah, he's an asshole. I don't think he's worse than Daniel Alla though. Daniel Alla's pretty bad too. But anyway, I mean, Daniel Alla talked to you like you called him stupid or something. But anyway, and Reggie's an idiot. Anyway, so you know, like I said, they never allowed that. You couldn't even get over there with that. They will cut you down if you came over there with that black woman hate crap. Okay? And so I've been kind of shielded from this for a long time. And then I got wind of this side of YouTube. And I said, okay, well, let me come over here and check this out, see what's going on over here, right? First place I came to was Nala Says. You know, Nala was rocky, man. Her channel was off the hook. I was like, this is what's up. You know? So back then, Nala was sounding like a female Malcolm X. She was dropping it back then. I was like, okay, this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So I said, this is just powerful. Let me chill out over here. So I started hanging out on Nala's channel. I was over there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? then I started seeing everybody show up, the Cynthia G's and the Gabs and all of them and stuff like that. So I started learning my way around this side of YouTube. And I still wasn't really hearing no black woman hate, I mean, you hear something here and there. Then I heard about the manosphere, and I thought it was cool. I was like, all right, well, these are brothers getting together, supposed to be showing, young brothers the way. That's what I thought it was. I said, okay, well, I'm mentoring young boys, at a youth club and stuff. I don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm an older man. I know what's going on out here. I don't mind giving some advice. So I went over there and started hanging out with some of the brothers, and they were cool. Everything was cool for a little bit. Then I started noticing something. I started noticing how they will like always say something negative towards a woman. At first it didn't, it didn't register at first, right? It didn't register at first. What really made me pay attention is when they started talking about dudes' wives. And some of the things they were saying, I wouldn't stand for. But it was never said to me. I heard it said to other dudes who turned around and agreed on, like, yeah, man, your wife needs to mind her own business. You need to go train your wife. You need to tell your wife she needs to stop talking. You need to tell your wife that she shouldn't be talking in the presence of a man. I'm like, what is these niggas talking about? What the fuck is this? The Achilles and Hector and shit? What the hell is going on? Did we fuck around and go back to the Colosseum days, the fucking Romans? And like, these niggas sound like fucking Romans and shit, with names like Gladius and Hespestus and Rudius Rudius Maximus. I'm like, what the fuck is it? So I'm hanging out, right? I'm like, okay, that sounds kind of whack. I bet you better not tell me that. So, people's kind of cool towards me because I was already volatile when I got over there. So cats kind of stayed their ground with me and whatnot. Okay. I had a different kind of vibe, so I started coming to the meetings and whatnot and, seeing what went on in the Coliseum and how cats was getting in there and taking on the other brothers. I didn't realize that what was going on, it was kind of like an initiation, If you could survive the Coliseum, it was pretty much, you were in. So, I took my lumps in the Coliseum and whatnot with no big deal. Got through all of that and was officially in, Then I started listening we started having these meetings on the back chat, which is the Discord server. I started hearing some wild shit, man. I started hearing stuff that had me going, what, wait a minute, what did you just say? Did you just say what I thought you said? I started hearing stuff like that. So I'm sitting there like, what is going on in here? So I'm thinking we're going to get to some conversation about helping some brothers out, some young brothers and stuff like that. Never got to that. It was some kind of lynching, some kind of cyber lynching of women. I mean, these niggas was like, man, black women are this. I forgot what they were calling them back then. I don't think they were calling them strags back then yet. The strags came a little late. I think they was calling them something else. They had another name that they was calling them. Before they came with the strags, there was another name. They was calling them that. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then they was giving me all of these wild definitions and shit, right? Then I noticed that the theme was always negative towards women. And the only time it was positive towards women, it was positive toward women that were in their favor, put it like that. Okay? The ones that I guess y'all would call pick-me's or whatever. So it was when the woman was a pick-me, oh, they were cool. They was praising her and whatnot. They was like, yeah, she's all hell the goddess. you know. But as soon as a woman disagreed with them, oh, it was hell to pay. And I mean, it'd be like 5, 10 niggas on one woman. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I remember one night they was jumping on this one woman, and you know, one of the dudes asked me, "Hey man, you ain't got nothing to say?" Like, say what, bro? And I ain't got nothing to say, man. I'm not with this shit. And then I got into an argument with the dude. I ain't gonna say his name, but I got to argue with the dude, right? And he called his own mama a bitch. Called his own mother that. So I was like, okay, let me step back for a minute, man. What the hell's going on here? These niggas calling their own mamas bitches and whatnot. Okay. And so I was like, okay, maybe this ain't for me. But then I heard my dude Cerulean, man. He had the Great Regime going. And I started listening to Cerulean's message. I said, okay, this brother right here, he's more in line with the way I think. You know, he's for the protection of Black women. You know, he ex-military. You know, he got more of the traditional mindset. So I gravitated over there. Started hanging out with the Great Regime. And, you know, and it was what I thought it was. Like, okay, these have been an honor over here. So this is where I need to be. So I started hanging out over there. And then that's when shortly after that, that's when the split happened between the Great Regime and the Black Order. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up, you know, I chose the side. I chose the Great Regime side. I wasn't hanging out with the homos. I mean, the things they were saying was absolutely crazy. These dudes was fascinated with each other's butts. They was always talking about fellatio on each other. Straight homos. I even told someone, I said, hey man, you know men don't talk like that, right? I mean, you saying this wild shit. Nah, man, we just joking, man. It's just how we joke. Nah, I don't joke like that, bro. Yo, man, you gotta lighten up, man. So that's why I don't joke like that, man. You know. And then, you know, they started feeling some kind of way about me, started looking at me, you know, sideways, whatever. And I didn't give a damn. I was always looking at them sideways, upside down, cross face, any angle you could think of. Matter of fact, I ain't have enough eyes, man, to look cross-sided and crooked and whatnot. I needed a couple more eyes to finish the angles I was looking at. So, you know, then I hung out with the Great Regime, and that's when I started really seeing it. I started seeing the hatred just grow. I mean, it just grew like a ball of fire, man. You know, you started getting all these groups together. I started hearing dudes talking about, I mean, having whole panels. Man, women are the worst, man. Women are messed up, man. Black women ain't this, they ain't nothing. They always manipulating, they always doing this. I mean, you had cats even talking about their daughters, their own daughters. Talking about, yeah, my daughter just turned 4 or 5 years old. She already knowing how to manipulate men. Like, what? What kind of conversation y'all having up in here, man? So I stopped going to the back chats and I stopped messing with them dudes. I'm like, these niggas is off the, you know. So I stopped fucking with them. And when I officially left the manosphere, a lot of the brothers stopped fucking with me, rightfully so. I was fucking with them, so I didn't. And so, but see, I can tell you a lot more, but I don't want to start another war. But there was a lot of shit that was said that was absolutely insane. I'm talking about bug-eyed insane, deer in the headlights insane. Okay, and I'm like, what in the F is, wow. What is supposed to be going on over here, man? Y'all tripping. And then I know there's another thing too. They always wanted to be with each other.
men wanting to be around other men. I'm like, what is this? And then you got this, right? You got men wanting to be around other men, and then they want to sit there and talk bad about women. It's like if you're gonna hang out, okay, what your brothers up to? Y'all getting ready to build something? What y'all getting ready to talk about building something? Nah, we're gonna sit here and talk about how bad women are. What are you talking about? Yeah, man, women be doing this, they be doing that, they be getting on child support. They work with the white man against us. Used to have us as slaves. Black women used to own black men as slaves. I mean, any negative thing they could think of. And this was with a lot of them. And I mean, you can see the hatred in their face when they talk to, like they hated pussy, man. I mean, these niggas hated pussy. I was like, all right, you know what, man? I'm gonna go on and get up out of here because you niggas, I can't roll like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't never heard such. You talking about, y'all haven't really heard anything. Y'all just hear like the stuff that's going on social media. Them back chats were absolutely lit up. The message was concentrated back there. It was 10 times worse than what you're hearing now. I mean, they was on, you talking about letting it rip? They was on some cut her throat out, drink her blood. I mean, they was bugging, yo. If they could have burned a woman at a stake in that back chat, they'd have did a couple of them. That's how much hatred was on them back chats. I can't, what killed me was I'm sitting there, I'm listening to these dudes are sitting up there partaking in this stuff, laughing. I mean, they got young dudes in there laughing. Hey man, y'all come up to the panel. The panel is wide open. Come on up. We got plenty of time tonight. We're gonna be here for a while. Come on up, make yourself comfortable. Kick it with me. Panel's open. And listen, so you got young cats up there laughing and whatnot. Young dudes like 20, 22 years old, laughing at them saying some of the most heinous shit. I'll cut that bitch eyeballs out. I'll cut her head off and roll it down the street. I'll like to see that bitch choking her own blood. Yeah, young dudes listening to this, and they were laughing. Laughing. And they was encouraging it. If y'all can hear how some of these dudes were in the back chat, and then they come out on social media, you would never forget about supporting them. You wouldn't even talk to them. I mean, they're monsters. Y'all have no idea how many of these dudes are monsters. Absolute monsters. Yo, who just came up?
Hassan, peace. How you doing?
And Vonda, hey.
Hey, Vonda, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all? Yo, I'm glad y'all came up with the positive energy, man. I was feeling down, man, because...
Oh, come on, brother. Don't feel down.
No, because hearing that, man, feel out to the Jefferson family, man. And then dealing with this, we got all that going on in the real world. We just lost another black family. A daughter that was brutally murdered by a devil. A father who was grieving so much he caught a heart attack. And now the mother's gone.
That's sad.
That's very sad, brother. I'm sorry to hear that.
We just lost the whole black family, man. And then you got these fucking these sissified cowards forming hate groups, attacking our women. fuck planet they think we live on, man?
The thing that bothers me with these men is that they are very, very comfortably seated in their hatred for Black women. They're comfortable with it. They don't see anything wrong with it. While they walking around with Black mothers and Black daughters and Black aunties and whatnot, they just love spewing this hate for Black women.
Yeah. Like you said, Max, you heard someone say that they call their mother a B-I-T-C-H. That's unheard of.
Yeah, man.
That's very unheard of. A Black man would never call his mother a what?
Yeah, I was arguing with a dude, right? Over there, and I told him, I said, well, you know, I don't call Black bitches like that. I said I wouldn't say that to my to your mother. He said, yeah.
Wow.
He has said it.
That's a damn shame, Max.
Yeah.
That's a damn shame. Because you know, you and me come from the era, nigga, that's a death wish, man. You call someone's mom a B, or that doesn't even come out the mouth of you know what I mean? Because men always protect their mama. They love their mama. Especially Black men. They love their mamas, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a damn shame. Like, wow. So for them to even do that further lets me know, I mean, the deep-seated hatred is very real. And as Vaughn said, they're very comfortable in it. And that's even more dangerous because they don't have a care now, you know?
And for some of them, they act like they've solved the problem. The problem is Black women, so we hate them, and at every chance we're going to tear them down and we're going to win. They sound so stupid. It's like, I wonder if they can get outside of themselves and look back at these replays and look at how they look. I wonder if they read their comments. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's very unheard of, though. We would never do that in our. I mean, and we still don't do that now. You know what I'm saying? When has that been cool? And you only get one mom. You only get one. Only get one. There's no substitute.
And you know what? The thing about it is too, right? I've never had a conversation with a dude, right? And we sitting up here talking about mothers. We talked about our mothers. It was always lonely. Even if our mama was hard on us or whatever, we still wouldn't get out of pocket like that.
Oh no.
Okay,
nah.
that just wouldn't talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know, Mom Dukes. You know, we just always said good things about our mother. You know, or if we joked around like, man, my mama don't play that. Man, I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Throw me out the window. So, you know what I'm saying? We, talk like that, but we never said stuff like, man, my mama's a bitch. Man, I called her a bitch the other day. You know, I hate that. I ain't never been around nobody and talk like that.
Right.
Never.
And when you hear people talk like that, Max, you just run. I mean, don't run, but just you gotta move away from them, man. You know what I mean? They're about to be struck by lightning. I don't want to be around you. I can't. Because you a dangerous person. Putting your mouth on your own mother. I can't.
Yeah.
And my thing is, even if you know your mother didn't raise you, or you feel like your mom wasn't the best mother, she did enough work to push your bald-headed ass out. So hell, you hear?
Damn, Quan.
Hello, she pushed you out, or she took the C-section to get your ass out. Your ass is here. At least thank her for that.
Thank you, Vaughn. Woo! And she owes you really. I mean, after that, parents really don't owe you anything else. You know what I'm saying? If they brought you here, that's it. I mean, they have obligations to you as being your caretaker. But I mean, they could do. They're gonna do the best they can with what they know. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? But nah, I mean, guys like myself and Max, I'm sure, when it comes to our moms, man, listen, we'll take a bullet for moms. Mom's brought me here, but I'll die for my mother. Because she gave me
No
life.
doubt.
And I don't know, I don't think people understand that. I mean, you know, when I got pregnant with my child, I actually changed my entire life because I knew I was going to be a mother. And so I did everything that I was supposed to be as good a mother as I could to my child. You know, there are things that I wanted to do, but I had to be a mother first. And I made that choice, you know, to be a mother. You know, I didn't know any better, but I did it, you know. So if a parent, you know, stays and takes care of their child and raise that child the best way they can, whether the father's there or not, you know, I don't think that the mother should be held, you know, as, you know, the villain because maybe she didn't have enough support and some shit was fucked up. Real talk.
Right.
So, you know, you're going to be mad at the one that stayed and tried to rear your raggedy ass, or how about the one that, you know, got away scot-free? You know, and went off and made babies with somebody else and left them and dropped babies here. You know, a lot of the times that's what the situation is. And you got to realize if you've never taken care of a child by yourself, you can't sit up there and say, you know what it's like to be a mother. You know, when that baby cried, you can't just go, oh, I don't feel like getting the baby. You got to go get that baby and you got to figure out what's wrong with that baby and take care of that baby's needs. You know, when you're tired and that baby wakes up and said, hey, guess what? I'm up. You can't just let that baby cry. You got to get up and go take care of that baby. And you get tired. You get frustrated. And you know what? Sometimes it's not a good situation. You know, but if she's mean and abusive to the child, why is it, you know, that it's because she doesn't have any help? And I'm not excusing it, but you have to realize the situation that a person is in when they are raising a child by themselves. It takes a lot of resources to raise a child. It really does.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, so there are a lot of children out there who don't have their fathers involved in their lives. I know everybody want to pull out that damn study and say Black fathers are the most involved, but let's just keep it 120% up here. There are still a lot of women who are single mothers and who do not have the involvement of the fathers. And it's not their fault 100% because that man is not there.
Yes, indeed.
And I'm sick of that.
I still don't get the child support argument. To me, it's a non-argument. I mean, okay, you help make a baby, take care of it.
Right.
What did it think about?
I'm straightforward with it. Look,
I don't understand the conversation. I don't understand why there's a conversation.
I'm very clear cut about that.
In a nutshell, what that child support thing is. In a nutshell, what it is. What it is you have a male and a female. You know, they both don't have any resources. They may be young, they may be teenagers. Neither one of them have any resources. Okay. Then the girl gets pregnant. The father, he already ain't got a job, probably dropped out of school. They, you know, already got it bad. But her parents are like, look, you know, y'all gonna have to figure it out. You know, you gotta go get on assistance. You know, I'm not raising your child. You had that kid, you go raise it yourself. So what does she do? She goes and applies for, you know, social services. And in an effort to get those social services, she has to say, you know what, you know, John Doe is the father.
Right.
You know, why
Absentee.
She got to go in there and make a whore of herself and say, I don't know who the daddy is. No, I know who the father is. It's John Doe. And guess what? John Doe don't have a job. So she signs up for those services. John Doe is automatically, there's an account that starts for him of what he owes.
And you know what that's called?
Her for that. That's what happens when you have two people who don't have resources having a kid, but the kid has to eat. The kid has to have diapers. It has to happen. So why are you mad at the girl for doing what she had no other choice to do?
Right. And when the state comes in and they pay for all that, they let
want
that
their money back.
And they want the money back from John Doe. And if John Doe don't got that dough, okay, that's fine. Your ass is
he
in
goes
jail.
in a hole, and that's just what it is. It goes in the hole.
And guess what?
therefore-
I'm all for it.
Yeah, and when he starts his life and he gets his first job and he tries to, apply for taxes and they take his income taxes, he want to be pissed at her. But what
Right.
was she supposed to do when your ass didn't have a job? What was she supposed to do? She was
Thank
supposed to
you.
struggle, extra struggle, because don't get it wrong. The government assistant is better than nothing at all, but you ain't getting rich off of that. You're living
Right.
where they tell you to live. You're shopping where they tell you to shop.
Yep.
You are reporting your business every single month according to what they want to know,
Yep.
because they're giving you money. So to me, that's not free and clear. They
Right.
make it seem like women are just cleaning up like the lottery with this money. Yeah,
No,
they're getting
right.
places to stay, but when you're in those Section 8 places and things like that, you got to realize everybody's in the same boat that you're in. So you are with a group of people that some of them don't want to get any better. They're happy with the $87 a month for rent.
Mm.
And although the guys think that she's doing great, she's paying $87 a month for rent. Who seriously wants to live the rest of their life in a place where they're paying $87 a month for rent? At some point, you want to come up above that. You want to live above the poverty line.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I'm all for it. Like, hey, you pay your child support, you go to jail. Shit. I ain't got no pity for you. I'm not. Because I have to bust my ass.
Yeah, I never.
So therefore,
I never understood why there was an argument in the first place.
Because
That's
they
what I was
pissed
trying to
that they
figure out.
have
What
all
are you
that
talking
debt.
about?
But she had the kid. What, you wanted her to lie and say that she didn't know who the dad was? Why she got to make a whore out of herself?
there you
And
go.
I know some girls that have done that. Oh, I don't know who the father is, just so his sorry ass won't get put on child support. And guess what he does? He still doesn't help her with the child.
Well put. Well said, Vaughn.
Yeah, but here's my thing though. You laid down with this woman. There's no mistaking you laid down with her. All right. It's been proven now that it's your child. So, okay, it's time for you to take care of the child. There's no other answer.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. It's your child. Okay, you had the DNA test. It's your child. All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'll take care of the child. There's nothing to talk about.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I don't even
No
see what the
conversation.
If you have
Right,
a
I don't
doubt,
understand
you
what
know
the
what? Do
conversation's
a
about.
DNA test, like you said. You do a DNA test, and if the DNA proves it's yours, I don't care if she was a 5-minute
Right.
fling or you was drunk and you
Exactly.
didn't know. I don't
Right.
care if you was the fourth guy in and there was 12 that went
That's
after
right.
you. If
Know
the
what I'm saying?
DNA matched
That's right.
up to you and your dingaling, that's your kid, and that's
That's
just
right.
what
That's
it
it.
is. Put
Know what
on
I'm
your
saying?
your,
That's the
your
only
grown
thing
man
that counts.
clothes
That's point.
and get on it. If you're gonna be in a
And that's
train, how about you put a condom on if you're gonna be running a train? If you don't want to be the father of her baby.
Man, you got to be some hard up niggas to run a train. I mean, you got to be prison. You got to be one of them
And
prison
unprotected
niggas.
too. I'm like, come on, man. Oh, that's so
You gotta be
nasty.
one of them century
But you
niggas
know
that
what?
just
They
got
they
out.
do it. They do it and act like they never did it. And she got to be a whole sack of holes. What does that make you?
Thank you. Oh, that's so nasty, man.
With your slimy
the
stick.
century
What does
niggas.
that make you with your old dirty slimy stick? Get out of here.
Oh, Vaughn, you're
Them
killing
niggas
them.
to the pit.
Killing them, Vaughn. Killing them.
Them
Vaughn's killing them tonight.
institutionalized niggas. Hey, them institutionalized niggas, man. Running the
I guess
train,
they
man.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, them institutionalized.
But you want to know what's so funny about it? Nobody ever want to claim to be the train or the caboose. Nobody want to ever claim they was ever in it. But we done all heard about it. We done all heard about it.
Yeah.
Or she was the neighborhood
Yeah.
jump off. And you jumped
Yeah.
off on it too?
Or a backseat episode, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
You got to be a damn like a scavenger or something to run a train. I mean, God, who the hell does that?
Right?
Hey, man,
That's ultimate thirsty, man. That's like, oh, I'm good, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. No real suspected man doing that. Like, I ain't going behind you niggas, right, man?
Yeah, man.
Exactly. I say it's protect yourself. Why do you have to drag her off? I think, to be honest, y'all both hoes. You both are hoes. So why can't she get child support for her kid just because she's a hoe? Because it doesn't matter if she slept with 50 guys. There ain't but one dad. There ain't but one daddy. It was 50 niggas, but there's one daddy.
She's killing it tonight, yo. She's killing it right
now. Man. Stop.
Yeah, Vonda killing it right now.
But it's the truth. Am I lying?
I thought Vaughn was quiet, man.
Nah, this is
Oh, Vaughn unplugged tonight, man.
Good brother Kitty Conjo, what's going on, babe?
Peace, Kitty.
My man Max, what's going on? My sister Vonda Harris, my brother.
What's up? Yeah, Vonda.
Hold up, peace, Kitty. What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Not much,
Yeah,
not
she's
much,
firing
not much.
tonight, man.
I see you in this. I see you G'd up in the suit.
Oh, thank you, man. You know,
I like that.
I'm
I
at
do
work,
that.
but it's all good. It's all
Yeah,
good.
I do the
You
same
know,
thing, man. I do
getting
the
that
same
bag.
thing in my career profession. But check it out, man. This whole this YouTube thing going on with all of this SY, SBM stuff, it's like the new wave. I mean, this culture, it's not like it's a new culture. It's just that it's the new wave on YouTube with all of the, in Black YouTube. It's like, man, it's like the millennials here, they think that this is like marketable to hear this stuff about Black women all the time. And it's like, dude, you all are not doing anything with that. First of all, a lot of them not even getting any women in the first place. You know what I mean? This is the reason why they have to try to go to a third world country to try to see if they can find something.
Ooh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? And not only that, but I'm thinking to myself, hold up here. Now, when you're talking about SY, SBM, why are you always talking about this is about all women? No, it's not, because if it was, then you wouldn't be saying the stuff about you wouldn't be saying the things you say about ADOS women. It's basically an indirect shot at ADOS women, because they're always talking about save themselves from, it's all about all women. No, it's not, because when you hear them, what do they always talk about? Black women. So it's Black women, and I'm talking about Black women from the ADOS, America. You see, so it's not about all women. It's mostly what they're talking about is about Black women. And it's like when you hear them, it's like they're always disgruntled, and all of the content is mostly about Black women on a daily basis. It's true. It's like all they talk about, the topics. It's like, what are we going to talk about today? What is our content going to be about?
Black women.
Exactly. Black women fucking.
And Kenny, thank God for Black women, or they wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Okay. Period.
Yeah, I know. It's so marketable right now. It's like,
thank God for Black women. Thank God for
right. And I know what they're getting at. I mean, they say that Black women need to make changes and stuff. Yeah, we all need to do some self-reflection. But it's like, is that all you're gonna talk about?
But that's always the first. Okay, first of all, in order to get our race together, Black women, we got to start with Black women. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why the hell are we always the first in line to get beat?
Right.
We the last ones to eat.
Right.
The first ones to get up, last ones to go to bed.
Because any culture should be led. Right. Because any culture should be led by men. And if we aren't taking a self-reflection on ourselves as men, then how are our women gonna follow? It's just the facts. So I mean, people hate when you tell them that people, especially brothers, we hate when we tell each other, to point the finger at ourselves. They hate to hear that. They hate to hear that we need to point the finger at ourselves. We need to take a better accountability for what's going on in our communities. They don't want to hear that. They rather just say, let's go save ourselves somewhere else in other communities. And it doesn't happen, because what they deal with in other communities is the same damn thing they deal with in their own. What are you gonna say, brother?
No. I was just gonna add on, like, they do that, and then they like say, oh, well, we live by the man code, this false man code. You don't tell a man like where to, stick his thing at or how to make his money. So I'm minding my business because I'm living by the man code.
Come on.
What?
Look, Hassan. I said this like I don't know how many times in the chat when they talk about this pump and dump shit.
Yeah.
Them dudes ain't pumping and dumping nothing. I said this before. The only thing they're pumping and dumping is 87 octane in the 92 Civics.
Ooh, okay.
And McDonald's bags in the trash. That's the only thing they pumping and dumping. All of this
Right.
stuff about pumping and dumping. You can't be pumping and dumping nothing when you 12 hours in YouTube, sitting in YouTube with men all day. You ain't pumping and dumping nothing.
Right.
So don't give me that. Don't give me that shit.
Oh,
No way in
man.
hell you can tell me you pumping and dumping anything when you like 12 hours in the chat.
Right.
All you do is talk about women. Or
But
you-
how
or
does
you
that even
talk about
sound
gaming all day.
responsible? How do you even
Right.
brag about that? As much as they're talking about, oh, these single mothers, but
Man,
you
the-
idiots are
in the
talking
McDonald's
about pumping
bag, bro.
and dumping.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense?
Vonda, don't listen to it, man. You know, like I said, if you're a self-respecting woman, you know your quality, you know what your self-worth is. Nothing that they say should even bother you. It actually
Shout out to
should make you-
everybody.
it's pitiful.
Shout out to
Oh, let me
the
get
chat.
it out.
Oh, okay.
Let me just quick
I can't
shout out to
speak to that.
everybody who sent me the cash app.
Yeah,
Shout
I'm
out
one
to
of the ones
everybody who
that
sent cash apps. Thank you very much for the support. Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt, Kitty Condo. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, man.
And thanks
I
to
just
everybody
wanna
who
come
sent in
up
the
for a minute,
cash app. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Max,
Oh, yeah,
man, and I
keep
appreciate all you do, man. Like I said, when I saw that you had this thing for the sisters, like the ladies' night and stuff like that, bro, I
Mhm.
gave you a lot of respect
Yeah.
because I think that this is needed. You do not see a lot of
Oh, yeah.
content creators geared towards actual, healing amongst the genders in our communities. You just don't see it. You don't see it,
Exactly.
especially because it's not marketable, especially with being a huge content creator. When you talk about being a content creator in Black YouTube, the first thing you need to do is start talking bad on the Black women, the ADOS Black women.
Nah, man.
I'll say that because they say, oh, it's not all Black women. We can go to these other countries and get Black women. But when you see them and you say, well, let me see a picture, the first thing you see is a Black woman that kind of is racially ambiguous. Not really, you know what I mean? Not really black, you know? It's always like mixed with something. So
Yeah. Because they're
that's
mixed.
something you got to think about.
Because they're mixed up. That's
Yeah.
why.
Well, right. Well, we try to build a positive relations over here between Black men and Black women. That's why we don't allow that bullshit to come over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
We-
see it all the time in the chats, man.
bullshit
You know
up.
mine for a lot of different chats,
Right.
brother.
And Max, they hate you for that. They can't stand your ass for that. They be like, oh,
Yeah.
Max
Super
over
simp.
there pandering and shit. He won't let us call them bitches.
Super simp. Yes.
Nope.
You and George Macon. Well, of course, Taz too, but George Macon, you know, brothers like you that actually will speak up for ADOS sister. They don't really like it, bro. You know how
Yeah,
it goes.
they
but
hate you guys. You, George, and Taz, they hate you guys.
it's the pandering to the crowd, man. It's like you got to go their way or no way. You know, if you don't go their way, then you're a simp.
Okay, so they
But you want to know what's so
say
funny
you're pandering.
about that? They call you guys panderers, and guess what? All three of you guys are married. All three of you are married. You know,
Yeah.
and you respect your women.
Exactly.
And
What I
these
don't
fools are
understand is,
single, talking about pump and dump and going to Brazil and the DR and shit.
Man.
Stop.
yeah, but what I don't understand is, check this out. What I don't understand is they say that we're pandering and they don't like what we're doing. What makes them think we like what they're doing?
Right.
Yeah, you don't think we don't like what you're doing? I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah, for me, Max, I look at it like this. I'm not worried about them dudes, man, because like I said, I know these type of dudes. A lot of them ain't doing half the action and talking, or else they wouldn't be in YouTube 12, 14 hours of the day doing it.
Exactly.
They would be doing all of this pumping and dumping if they actually had some action going on. You know, so
Yeah. I was just talking about that a few minutes ago. Like, I just woke up because I've been hibernating, married, so I've been doing the man around the house thing for years. I've been working, I've been building, fixing,
it's the front.
tool belt thing, all that stuff, man.
It's all
And,
the front.
I woke up like I'm in a new world. Like, what the hell? I'm in a Twilight Zone. What kind of niggas are these?
Well, the type dudes that we don't know, that we don't, know
Yeah.
in our communities that we're from.
Yeah, I don't know these niggas. Like, who the hell are these? Did we get invaded? I mean, who are these niggas?
Yeah,
No.
like I said, I personally have never had any issues with women. Never. It could be my looks, it could be a lot of things, but it could be my personality. But the thing is, even if I did have issues with women, I don't think I need to come on YouTube sit 12 hours in a chat
Yeah,
and
but
just keep talking over and just keep repeating the same shit over and over and over and over. You know what I mean? It makes no sense.
I know, like, how many times can you call a woman a B? How many times can you call her a fag? How many? That's all you got? You had nothing interesting to talk about? I mean, at this point, Bazooka Joe bubblegum rapper would be more interesting to talk about.
Yeah, Max. It's how it is, brother. It is, man. But I definitely appreciate you having me up on the panel. I'm gonna come back, man. I'm gonna do some multitasking. I gotta do a few things, but I'll definitely be back in the chat, and I'll definitely be in the rock with y'all like I always do. I appreciate it, Hassan, man. It's a pleasure as always, Vonda. You know it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Kenny King. It was good talking to you.
Yep. All right, bye.
Yeah, that was Super Brother Kenny Conjo coming up on the spot, blowing it up.
Yeah.
So what kills me is that the stuff that they complain about aren't issues. These are regular things that happen in the game. You get turned down. That's a given. What do you? That's a normal thing.
It's part of life.
What are you getting all upset about?
But they act like, Black women have gotten every man that they ever tried for. You don't think any of the ladies in the chat have had their feelings hurt from a man that you wanted that didn't want you? Yeah. Did you say, oh, fuck black men, I'm going to white men because this one black man didn't want me? Please.
Rejection is a part of the game. That's the part of the game. That's why it's such a prize. Yeah. Rejection is a part of the game. You don't get away from it. We all got turned down.
I mean, and sometimes people, you learn from the rejection,
Right. I remember you saying, Vaughn, that women take heartbreak more, like they're more mature about it than men are. And I find that to be true.
Right.
I find that to be so true.
I mean, you got your eye on a pretty girl. You go, you shoot your game, you shoot it down. Yeah, it stings a little bit, man, but you walk away and you say, all right, well, I couldn't get that one. I need to sharpen my game.
Because it was the one that you really wanted. When you go shopping, let's just say you going shopping for a car, and you be like, this is it. I want this car. And you be like, oh, okay. You talk to the man and you be like, yeah, this is the car. I want this is my sports car. And they run a little credit check and they be like, yeah, you ain't got enough credit for this car, but you could get this. You a little deflated, but with this other car, you still driving. It's still brand new. It look good. It's the color you want, So, I mean, these guys are just too much. They're just too much.
I'm still trying to figure out, like, what is their legitimate right? What is black female fuckery? I still don't know what that is. Somebody explain that to me. What is that supposed to be?
I just think it's just a failed relationship or a failed situation that they had with a woman, and they're just a black woman, and they just group it to all black women because they just have not been lucky.
That's some kind of, is there some hard definition for that? Like, are they just saying that black female fuckery is just women acting out, or women having an attitude, or
it's just female fuckery, but they want to, make it seem like black female fuckery is this extraordinary phenomenon that only black women are engaging in, but all women engage in fuckery. If you could put a white face on it, a black face, an Asian face, a Latina face, a purple face.
I still don't know what it is.
Female fuckery of all sorts.
I still don't know what it is.
Me and Max are the same. We're kind of slow. Like, what is this? What is that?
Somebody give me an example of what that is. I don't know what that is. They say black female fuckery. I have no idea what people are talking about. What is that? Are you saying that some women are ratchet and that's female fuckery? Okay, well, yes. That's normal. Some niggas are ratchet. Is that male fuckery? What are we? I don't get it.
I don't get them, Max.
You got
don't worry.
You got males out here after that black nigga fuckery. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, so what is this black female puppy? Could somebody give me a demonstration, a video, or something I can go watch it so I can see this for myself?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. If you're talking about a black woman's attitude or a woman's attitude, you're not getting rid of that, son.
But you want to know what?
There
There is something unique about the black woman's attitude, but I also know that there's something very unique about a black man's attitude versus, you know, a white man. You know, and
all women have attitude.
Attitude, exactly.
Women don't come with that attitude. Even the little dainty, sweet ones, they got mad at it. Matter of fact, they got some of the little quiet, dainty ones that you think are soft and prissy. Man, look. You mess around and say something out of pocket, you talking about attitude. They got some of the biggest attitudes out there.
Right. It's a mile long attitude.
That's why they quiet all the time, man. But now you're not getting away from no attitude. I mean, an attitude of a woman, they belong to each other. I mean, you might as well get used to that. Get used to it.
Attitude.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. An attitude. Talking about you don't want a woman with no attitude, but you don't want a woman then.
There you go.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll let them know, look, I got plenty of women that don't have attitudes. They're called mannequins.
Okay? Oh, no. Robots. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The mannequins are robots.
Max, we have a little comment by Rick and Morty. So Rick and Morty, if you think black people are disgusting, please get the entire fuck out of the chat room and go somewhere else. And go laugh at black people.
Where's the comment at? Hold on. Don't hide him yet. Let me see what his comment says. Where's his comment at? Yeah. I love a challenge.
Shit, somebody always want to come over here with some negative shit. Rick and Morty, take your ass somewhere else. You ain't got nothing productive to say. Get out of here.
I told you Wanda had an attitude.
Oh, Hassan, you're getting it now. Nice.
Oh, come on. No, I wasn't joking. I wasn't joking.
I don't know who it is. What is it, Rick and Morty? Y'all didn't hide him yet, right?
I just deleted the rude comment.
You probably got a Facebook profile anyway, man. Ain't no one thinking about that, dude. Ain't no one checking.
But people kill me. They come to your house and then they want to talk shit to you about what's going on in your house. Get your ass out of here. Or if you got something to say, be productive.
Right. Come on the panel.
Did somebody get him already? I think somebody got him already.
Oh, damn.
He was just timed out. No, that fool was just timed out. So
let me see if he's still in here.
30 seconds. If he got something to say or he want to put in another, comment hiding behind his avatar, show your face and talk your shit.
Yeah, he left. Either he left or he got timed out or he got blocked with it. All right, whatever.
We over here trying to talk about some good stuff and they want to come over and talk about how stupid somebody is. And get your ass out of our stupid ass chat then.
There you go.
You know what? I was talking to I might be able to get this African sister to come by Our Lady's night and come chop it up with y'all. Yeah.
All right.
Kick rocks. Okay, yeah, they come circling around the people. Yeah, this is a hot spot for these dudes, man. They absolutely hate that this spot exists, and they want to tear it down. But we're not gonna have it. Oh, Brother Speak is up here. What up, Brother Speak?
Brother Speak.
Hey, Brother Speak.
How y'all doing today?
Maintaining, brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Just working right now. So
that's good.
Yeah, I was trying to get on earlier. I was hearing about train and the child support. I just gotta say this: if you're the one involved in that train and you're the one got the chick pregnant, you won the fucked up lottery. I'm just saying, you won the fucked up lottery. How do you win that? I'm sorry, I can't.
I tell you, man,
Well, you bought the ticket. You bought the ticket and you scratched it off.
You know what I'm saying?
Those are institutionalized Negroes, man. Penitentiary niggas.
Yeah, I can't imagine that one. I'm like, you're not wearing a condom with this.
That's what I'm saying. In the nude with other dudes in the room. I'm like, nah, ew, that's nasty, man.
Here's the problem I have, though. Here's the problem I have, though, right? Regular men don't have a problem with child support.
Thank you.
Okay? You don't hear regular men who go to work every day, who doing them, taking care of the kid. You'll never hear them say nothing about child support. Even the ones, like, I got a friend who's been a father to his son ever since he was born. Him and this girl split up, they don't even pay child support. Matter of fact, his girl trusts the kid with him more than anything else.
Mm.
They don't pay no child support.
And that's the way it should be. You only pay child support when you're not seeing the kid. If both of the parents said, hey, let's have joint, support, the child is here 3 days, over here 4 days, and they live close enough within proximity, why can't you do that?
Right. And so so men who take care of their business don't have this problem. I don't never hear a conversation amongst brothers who are doing their thing, taking care of their kids and working and stuff like that. I don't never hear this conversation. Even if they're not with the baby mama, we don't hear this come on. Only hear this conversation majority from dudes who are about BS. That's where you hear this stuff from. Now, occasionally, there's some good brothers who do get caught up. So I'm not going to say they can act like they don't. But majority of these Negroes are BS. They full of it.
Yeah.
They want to hit it and quit it and end up getting the girl pregnant. And now they got a problem.
Exactly. They got a problem.
Yeah,
they didn't have a problem with that train, though.
And so my whole thing is this here. If you, like I said, if you a man about your business, you don't have these problems. Real men don't have these problems. They don't have no girl problems like that. We don't run around here talking about we hate women, the women are the devil, and the worst stewards of children and all that. Man, we don't talk crazy like that. It's for these homos talking like that. They don't talk like that. I ain't never heard a black man say that black women are the worst stewards of children. I've only heard that on social media.
Yeah.
It's something you don't hear every day. Like, we don't even talk about this, man.
And how can they be the worst stewardess of children when they carried us for 4 generations? 4 generations, even during slavery, they carried us through. So how can they be the worst stewardess of children? Who said that?
Somebody,
like in the barbershop.
Somebody who mad at his mom. He's mad at his mom.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, we don't want to mention no names. It's pretty big YouTube.
Nope.
We don't want to mention no name. But here's the thing, right? You have in the barbershop, right? We don't even talk about stuff like this. You may have an occasional story every now and then where student comes in, yeah, man, my baby mom's showing some BS. But we give them some advice on how to deal with it. All right, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? You got custody of your kid. Okay, well, now go do this and go do that, go do this and go do that. But, we don't even, other than that, we don't even hear about this stuff. And trust me, we talk in the barbershop.
Oh, yes.
Okay, the Bible, we be chewing the fat up in there. Okay. You're gonna hear about baby mamas and all that, you're gonna hear it in that barbershop. Okay. The cats, come in there, hey man, my baby mama this, my baby mama that. They get me for child support. We don't know about it. But you don't hardly hear that stuff in the shop, man. You'll hear it every now and then, but it's not frequent. It's not a lot. And then most of the brothers be on there like, okay, what you gonna do? You gonna take care of your seed or what? Okay? Brothers be saying, yeah, go ahead and take care of your seed, dog. Don't worry about it. Take care of your seed. Brothers be encouraging other brothers to take care of their kids.
That's what they should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, take care of your seed, dude. Because that's an honorable thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Take care of your seed. Every real man wants to raise a young version of himself. You know? It's kind of like getting a younger version of yourself and you get to steer them in the right direction. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know where these guys come from with all this hate your mama. Man, we love our mothers, man. We couldn't get nobody to talk crazy like that.
Right.
That's why I feel like these guys, they work for supremacy, man. They ought to get these paychecks. They selling us out. They selling us out for some money.
Okay, Rick and Morty, you're in the wrong chat. This is not the chat that talks against their Black women. You're in the wrong chat. I could give you some links to the right channel.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Get him.
Hold on a second. I don't want. The lady is too rude and loud speaking to me. Okay, no. Hold on. Come on up here, sir. Come on up here.
That's right.
Here's the link.
Get on the panel.
Let's have a conversation. You're a Black woman? Okay.
Well, come on up. This is not that type of chat.
Yeah. Thank you.
You want who to do better, ma'am?
I did the.
That's why we're here.
Triple decker.
You should join a little bit more often. That's why we're here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, come on up here and kick it with us. Calling us names down there, that's not helping. You should do better. Are you doing better right now by
sitting in the chat, just pointing your fingers, talking about how disgusting somebody is?
Come on up here and have a sensible conversation. We're not going to bite. We're not going to tear your head off. Come on up here and have a conversation. You have a right to come up here and express yourself, and you don't have to agree with us.
Come on, we welcome you.
Come on, say what you have to say. You're more than welcome.
Well, Rick and Morty, after the comment that you left, what the hell was I supposed to say? Give me a break. Tom, but I can't tell by the way she went off on me. You didn't come into the chat being all nice and, hey, I think you came in here talking a whole bunch of mess. It's like, give me a break. Stop it.
And on the day-to-day, Vonda's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on one second. So Rick and Morty, let me tell you something, right? The women in here are a little edgy because Black women have been constantly getting attacked on social media. Okay? There's a serious thing going on right now where Black men aren't protecting Black women. So they're a little edgy. So when you come in here, have content, not understanding what's going on, you fire off comments like that, you're going to get some bad responses.
Yeah, I don't know what you expect.
It was just a misunderstanding. So come on up here and kick it with us. Help us be better. Okay, cool. So it was a misunderstanding. You were talking about the Black men. Okay, I got you. We're doing that too. That's what we're talking about. Right, okay, so it was misunderstood. Come on up here and kick it with us. We're not unreasonable people here.
Okay, so the response is y'all pathetic Black people are disgusting.
Rick, Rick and Morty, it was a misunderstanding. This is a safe haven for Black women. It was a misunderstanding. You don't have to keep pushing the issue. If you keep pushing it, then it won't die down. Okay? She's a very, very sweet person, okay? She's a good person.
Vonda's a
She's
dove.
not, she's not mean or anything else, anything like that. Like I said, they're a little edgy in here because they've been under heavy attack. Surely you're a woman, you can understand that, right? Don't you get a little emotional sometimes when people are constantly jousting at you everywhere you go? These women are under attack every day here on social media by crazy men, cowardly men. So they're a little on edge. So sometimes things can be taken out of context. That's all it was. It was just a misunderstanding.
Whatever, Rick and Morty. If you really were trying to help, you would come up here and you would try to clear it up. You came at the entire chat in a very rude and disrespectful way. I don't know what you expected. But don't make this be about me. You came in here. We didn't go out and look for you. You came in here. So don't make this about me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Looks like Lucy's not trying to hear nothing tonight.
Gorgeous gangster.
Yeah, I tried, man. I tried to reach out to her. She wouldn't listen.
No, but that person's trying to make everything about her. You gonna come in here and be rude and disrespectful, disrespect the entire chat, the channel, the platform, and all, and no one's supposed to say anything. But it's about her. I don't deal with people like her. People who speak up for themselves. You're rude as hell.
What she actually say? What was her original comment?
The same one she spammed a couple of times. You black people are disgusting.
That must sound. She sound like an African. That must be an African.
She thought somebody was supposed to take that, but you black people are disgusting, is what she said. Give me a break.
I didn't know she said that.
You black people are disgusting. You black people, y'all pathetic black people are disgusting, fighting against each other while other races are laughing at y'all. Half y'all Negroes using white supremacy talking points against your own women, your own creation. And that's not even this type of chat.
I know.
This person just came in here calling people all kind of names, not even knowing where you clicking your views for. Give me a break. Come respectful, and maybe you'll get respect.
First of all, we're not attacking each other in here. But Eddie Kells wants us to move on. Okay, so let's move on and get back to what we were talking about.
Absolutely.
Where was we? Well, we were interrupted, rudely interrupted. Okay, we got Brother Speak.
Brother Speak was talking about the child support piece. Brother Speak.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick and Morty is a white cartoon, isn't it? Lucy. It sure is, isn't it? Rick and Morty, I mean. Go ahead, y'all. I'm looking something up real quick.
Okay, so
Rick.
She said she's a woman?
That's what she said.
And she
Oh, this is a whistle thing. This is a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, this is disgusting. This is some old race. Wow, you sure she was black? Was she even black?
They say that, but we don't know what the hell that was. We have no idea. We don't know what that was.
Honestly, I think that was a white dude playing.
Yeah, I question that because Rick and Morty, are you kidding me? That's a spin-off of Beavis and Butthead.
Coming in here with that mess.
That's right.
I can't deal with her. Not if you're gonna be talking like that. And get out of here.
Probably was a man, that's why. Because if it was a black woman, she would have wanted to come up. A black woman probably would have came up here to at least clarify herself.
Well, at least they could either listen or they could carry their ass to another chat. Nobody has time for that.
Well, at least she would have confronted you, Vonda.
Yeah. And usually a black one would have come up here and at least try to get it straight. Like, okay, I didn't say this, I didn't say that, and whatever, but they didn't even do that.
But you come busting in somebody's house, calling everybody pathetic and disgusting and hello,
Hey,
how are you? Where's the respect?
But y'all fire. Y'all ain't playing no games no more over here, man. Hassan. Hassan.
Peace.
Hey, the sisters ain't playing no more games over here, boy. They firing.
Oh,
man.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They firing, okay.
Yeah. I thought Vaughn was the dove, man. I thought, you know what I'm saying? She was a rose.
Oh no, those are you got to watch out for the ones who are sweet and kind and quiet. Man,
yeah, I know now.
Yo.
I know now.
No.
Hey, but you gotta realize who do I mess with? Who do I just go and just start messing with? I don't mess with anybody. Nope. I'm not rude to anybody.
Well, we ain't gonna mess with you now. I know I'm not.
But I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to just keep hitting me in the head and I'm just supposed to keep ducking. I mean, come on now. I am a black woman. I'm gonna stand up for myself.
You look at Irene, that's all nice.
I see, right? I see.
Man, she got a check. Trust me, bro. She tough.
Yeah, she is.
I tuned her into some scraps over here, boys. You can hold on.
Take a left turn on Hawthorne Street, then make a right turn on Taft Street.
So, yeah, man. I think, man, hopefully we don't have to talk about these cowards no more. Get on with some real content, probably tomorrow. Make some real content for a change.
Max, I meant to tell you last night, man, Brother Rob, I loved the show last night.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him. I'm trying to get him because a lot of people complimented on that. I'm trying to get him in here. Hopefully,
Brother Rob was the joint, man. I love Brother Rob, man.
Yeah, the African girl, she show up. That's a bonus, but I'm not counting on her. But I think I can get Rob over here.
Yeah, bring Rob back, man. Bring him back, please.
Not a problem.
He took us on a ride through history.
Lucy, that's a good idea.
Bring Rob, man.
No, I'm looking at what Lucy's talking about. She said, Max, build us a GPS with black people on. No, I'm going to write that down. That's a good idea.
I would love to hear Max's voice. Turn left. Now make this right over here.
I'm writing it down right now. With black voices. That's not a bad idea. With black voices. Okay, I got it. That is not a bad idea at all.
See, you're on to something, Lucy. You're on to something.
Yeah, it's not bad. All right. So what else did I see? Hey, what did y'all think about the millennial, Sabrina?
The what?
the millennial we had on the panel yesterday. I thought she did pretty good for a millennial because they usually.
Oh no, she was great. I felt she was very articulate, and what she discussed, you know, I've actually heard from, you know, goddaughters who, you know, are millennials, the same exact thing. And I felt for her, you know, because, you know, she was saying, you know, she lives, you know, in a predominantly, you know, white neighborhood, and she prefers, you know, Black men, but the Black men in that predominantly white neighborhood, they prefer not to date Black women, you know. So her thing is, you know, where is she supposed to go and what is she supposed to do then, you know?
Yeah.
And she's exactly what these young dudes, you know, if they're worth anything, she's exactly what they need. No kids, you know, or baby daddies, and, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, nig-nog going on.
Nig-nog. I never heard that. Nig-nog. I'm gonna use that, Vaughn. Nig-nog.
Then Frankie says she wants Jay Sean's voice on there. She wants to see Boogie's voice on there. So yeah, we started to build up voices already. We got 4. That's what, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 voices. Hell.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, so my voice ain't good enough. No, I'm messing with you. I'm only joking.
Yeah. Get some wind on there. Yeah, that's a good idea, Lucy. A Black GPS. What would we call it though?
Black voices? No, I don't know.
It had to be. They probably think that we were a hate group. We put that out. So let's see. I would think about it. That's a good.
E Nation, EGPS. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? EGPS. You know, hey, you know.
I just realized Dame is in the chat. Dame, what you doing down here? You're usually on the panel. I'm so used to seeing Dame on the panel. She looks weird in the chat.
They said Cruz voice to give wrong directions.
Yeah.
Dame Frankie, come on, get up here.
The drunk version and the drunker version. The drunk version and the drunker version. Can you imagine? Matter of fact, Crew will only give you directions to Chicago.
Reality.
That's it. Yeah, he won't give you directions to Chicago. He won't give you directions to that. Yeah. Oh man, what is wrong with mine? How am I not subscribed to my own channel? What is YouTube doing?
I just looked and noticed I wasn't subscribed to my own channel either. I'm like, I'm not subscribed to my own channel? Does that make a difference? Should I be?
I'm gonna subscribe to your channel, Vaughn, as soon as I get off here.
Thank you, even though I don't create content, but I have
whoa. What, so you upload videos?
I have a couple of videos on there, but
okay.
Got bullet niggas showing up in the chat tonight.
Uh-oh.
Where's Raji? I just saw him in the chat.
Yo, Raji, what up, dude?
Where is he?
He was in here.
This is a good time for Raji, man.
And Dave wants to know, what voices will we use for the women? We can use Lucy's voice.
Oh yeah, the gorgeous gangster.
She has a distinct voice.
Oh no, yeah. Her voice is very commanding.
Lucy,
turn left, nigga. Turn right.
Nah, nigga, turn left.
Your destination's gonna be on the right-hand corner, sucker.
Ooh. Straight like that.
That's funny.
Going up to get the wrong. Says, I see, nigga, my battery's about to die. So I want to get you a new battery and call me back. But who else? It would be Cynthia G. Nyla's got a nice voice.
Yeah. I was just about to say Nyla. She sounds good.
Yeah.
She has a nice radio voice, a nice.
Oh yeah, she does. Very.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that.
So what are we doing this ladies' night? What are the topics we're gonna have?
That's what I want to talk about. We should talk about ladies. What should we discuss for ladies' night this Saturday? You know, throw out your topics. You know,
bring
let's
bring the ladies on up. Y'all can turn it into a meeting.
Can I make a request? I mean, I'm not a lady, but can I make a request?
Come on up, ladies and ladies.
Make your voice higher, Hassan. May I make a request?
No, I'm sorry. Well, can I make a request, please?
Sure. What would it be?
Within the next week, why don't y'all have Cynthia G as guest?
She's big, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say if we can get her. I mean, she is a big YouTuber and she's very busy.
Oh, okay, I got you.
She's big. She's a big YouTuber.
Okay.
But
in the future, but that
yeah, definitely.
Small to get her now. She's big. Yeah, beautiful one. I had I don't know if it was in here when I had Irene Vet on.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking
Love
to her.
Irene.
Oh yeah, she's cool. She's cool.
Really, really nice woman.
Oh yeah.
Really enjoyed conversating with her. She's a really, really nice woman.
Divinely beautiful too.
Talking to her in person, it was really a great conversation. And she came off as very genuine. Just nice overall. It was really a good conversation. And I'm hoping she's come back. She told me I gotta let her know the ladies' night going on, so I gotta tip her off. The ladies' night coming this month. So I'm gonna email her or something and try to get the word to let her know ladies' night.
Okay.
Coming on this Saturday, so she can try to get by.
I want to acknowledge Dame Frankie. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Dame.
Hey.
What do you want to talk about this weekend, sis?
Oh shoot, I did have a topic in mind, but I think I might have meant it for the quiet.
I'm gonna make you the host. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be back, okay? While y'all discuss ladies' night.
All right.
Okay, Wanda, you host. I'll be back.
All right. Okay. So, what you think, Dame? What you thinking?
Well, to be honest,
hey, you know what?
JV
would be great if we can get her. That's my people's, man. I haven't seen her in a while, though. I don't know where she's at.
Yeah, I think she took like a little bit of hiatus, but she's supposed to be coming back.
It'd be awesome if you can get her up here. That's my people's, man. I miss her. I ain't seen her in a minute. She cool as hell. I wish y'all could get her up there. Yeah.
Yep. We need some subjects.
How about Shar? She's cool.
Oh, I love Shar.
Yeah. She's good peeps.
Yes, she is. We have a lot of great people. We do.
Of
we have a
course
lot
you do.
of people that we, and that's good.
I mean, you can reach out to her. I don't think she's gonna do it. You can reach out to her.
How about y'all get it lit with Cluster B? How about that?
Okay.
Well, what are we? Yeah, but what are we going to talk about?
Talk about.
We need to get some structure. We need a topic. Interactions at work as a Black woman, Belle. Interactions with regards to race, working with other women, working with men. At work. I'll write that down.
Ladies and gents, it's been real. I'm about to go. I got to, I'm towards the end of my shift. I'll probably be back a little bit later.
Okay, Hassan.
All right, Vaughn.
All right.
We'll
All
talk.
right, James, speak. Peace.
Okay.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
So, bro, speak. What's up? How's it going? You got any topics that you might want to hear this weekend for ladies' night? Ooh, domestic violence.
You said any topics for ladies' night?
Yes.
Hey, hold on a second. Check this out, y'all. I looked up the term baby mama, right? And you know they have the nerve to have a definition for it? Check out the definition. A baby mama is a mother who is not married to her child's father. That's a Black definition. That's not a mainstream definition. Huh?
Is that the urban definition? Or that's an actual?
Well, the urban definition is some baby mamas use it. Okay. Baby mama pointed a weapon to get. Well, you know this is a Black dictionary. Listen to this. Some baby mamas use the child as a point or a weapon to get what they want from the child's father, i.e., money, food, sex, etc. That's the definition of baby mama in the urban definition, in the urban dictionary.
I'm sorry. There's just no way. Oh, I'm going to use it.
Nah. This must have been, hey, this has been written by Amy Backman. Check out the other definition. Baby mama takes the child support money that is enough for rent for a 3-bedroom apartment in New York City in 5th Avenue and takes the money and spends it. That's in the urban.
Max, you're kidding. You are kidding.
No.
You not. I'm reading it right now.
You're lying. Quit making stuff up.
Let me share my screen. I'll prove it to you right now.
That is crazy.
That's in the dictionary right now. Hold on. Okay. Look at my screen.
Spend it on something else. That's a baby mama. Cut it out.
Y'all see my screen?
No.
Did it come up yet?
Oh.
There it is.
Okay.
Okay, you see what it said? Look over to you. Let's see what it said. Baby mama. Can y'all read it or is it too small?
No, you're showing your YouTube screen.
Oh, shit.
Not your definition. Click the other tab.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Y'all see it?
Shit.
Let me know when y'all see it.
You gotta click on the other tab because I'm seeing your YouTube screen.
I see it now.
Can you make it a little bigger?
Hold on, let me see. I'm on Firefox, so I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to make it bigger. Hold on.
Okay,
oh my God, I am reading this. Baby mama takes the child support money that is enough for rent for a 3-bedroom apartment in New York City on 5th Avenue and take the money and spends it.
I told you.
Crazy. That's
I told you right there. Baby mama urban dictionary, and then here's the first one. It says, some baby mamas use the child as a pointer or a weapon to get what they want from the child's father. Now look, let me scroll up, right? Check this one. Look at this one. Baby mama, also baby mama, and baby mother. is a mother who is not married to a child's father, although the term is often infused with other meanings as well. These are all black definitions. Okay, Zoom, there we go.
You need to click on them, open them up so we can see all the definitions.
Oh, and they got
You know, they
Future
just
up
show
there.
a little snippet right there. You gotta click on
Is
to
that
see the
Future?
whole definition.
That's Future over there. All them
I
baby
hope
mamas he got, and he don't even know their last names.
Oh, so this is
They would have
Future, huh?
Future on there.
Wow, that's fucked up. I didn't even realize that.
Okay,
That's
that's the
Future?
definition of a baby mama. What's the definition of the baby father?
They
Baby
got
daddy.
Future. Future probably the definition of a baby daddy. He probably baby daddy of the year.
Wow.
No, he.
Wow.
No,
And then they got
that's a
another.
deadbeat.
They got Future here, but they got the baby mama. We got baby mama is a mother who was not married to a child. Damn. Okay. All right, so if you click on a baby mama, also is a mother. Okay. Okay, that's the kid. Let's click on it for shits and giggles and see what else we come up with, just to see what it turns into. All right. Baby mother, child, and children you did not marry. Okay, now it's to something else. The mother of children whom you did not marry and with whom you are not currently involved. So they have made these legitimate a woman who has a child out of wedlock with a man. She may or may not be in a relationship with the man.
Look at baby daddy and see if they have Future.
Okay, let's see.
I bet you. I bet you Future. You better be the picture of it.
What are you doing? Just type it in the search. Just type baby daddy in the search.
I just did. What do you think I did?
Oh, okay. I must be behind then.
Baby daddy.
Look for images and see if they got a picture of Future.
I think no, they got baby daddy. They got, oh, that's some kind of baby daddy. Baby daddy is an American sitcom. That's an American sitcom. It's not it. Urban Dictionary.
How you doing? Yep. There you go. Thanks for having me on. You too.
Daddy, the father of a child whom you did not marry and with whom you are not currently involved. All right, so it's got the same definition, but just the opposite. A baby daddy is a slang for the biological father of a child, regardless of whether or not he is in a relationship with the mother, although the term usually implies whatever. All these white dudes up here, though.
Because they showing that stupid show.
Images. Let's see what it says with images.
Well, at least for all them baby mama, you saw all those racially ambiguous women. They didn't really
See
show.
what shows images. We click on images. Okay, so let's do images. All right, so I'm in images. Oh, what the hell? Okay, there we go. So let's do baby dad. Oh no, they're gonna come with all these white dudes. Stupid show. Yeah. Look at the white dudes.
Wow, they get a clean slate. Baby daddy.
They got baby daddy. His ex-boyfriend OT. Who's that? Just anybody we know?
Who is it?
I've seen it. I forgot about it. Yeah. he had a thing with the woman, and she dumped the baby on his step. So it's him, his brother, his best friend, and his mom comes in to help every now and then.
Baby daddy denies being sperm donor. Some black dude.
Yeah, that's what's that dude that be on the racially ambiguous dude on
So when his baby
Daily
daddy.
Show.
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, who is this dude? Oh, Malik. Malika Hawk's baby daddy is for OT Genesis. What was OT Genesis? Some kind of rapper. Man, you don't even know who these niggas are. There's so many rappers out here.
Oh, she had a baby with OT Genesis? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't even know who these niggas. There's so many of these dudes, so many of these rappers, you don't even know who they are.
That's that guy that sings I'm in love with the Coco, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I'm in love with the Coco.
Oh, okay. I knew about I'm in love with a stripper, but
Yeah, that's it. T-Pain.
No, this guy sings that song I'm in love with the Coco. I didn't even know Malika had a baby.
Married to a black dude?
She usually dates white dudes. She dates a lot of white dudes. She dated Rob Kardashian, but she's best friends with the Kardashians.
No, another Kardashian is married to a black dude.
oh, they
Man,
always
these
married to the
Kardashians.
black dude.
Huh?
They always married to a black dude.
Yo, they running through these rich black dudes. They running through them.
And
yeah, and they jinx them.
Getting paycheck. Every black man they get with, he goes down.
Yeah,
Kanye going down.
Yep.
I'm surprised they're not a band at the NBA. As long as you're on our team, don't get with no Kardashian.
They should. I mean, everybody's career. James Harden, when he was dating Chloe, I think his career took a nosedive. Once he got rid of her, career went
Yeah, he
right
did
on
much
track.
better.
Yeah, he did way better.
Them chicks, they are witches.
They suck the life out of them in more than one way.
Yes, Dame, you're probably correct.
Dang, I put the wrong thing in the chat. I'm gonna put the link. I put baby daddy in there.
Max. That is funny. Okay, so we have interactions at work as a Black woman, domestic violence. What else, ladies? What else do you guys want to talk about? What are we going to be discussing? It's the new year, 2020. We have stuff going on. Let's see here.
Hold on, I got a topic. Wait a minute. Let me get the link together first.
Too bad nobody wrote down anything from when we was in the back chat. I think we had a couple of ideas back there.
Well, we don't normally expose what we're talking about in the back chat in the public. That's why it's called the back chat. What about y'all want to tackle? Okay, that might be a heavy topic. Postpartum depression.
Oh, that's right. That was one of those topics that we had talked about earlier.
What was it again?
Postpartum depression.
Oh, yeah, we did. It was trying to decide if that was too heavy a topic or not. Yeah, with all the New Year's babies being born. Yeah. I heard about
topic, but I don't know if I want to.
she induced her baby,
I want
so
to.
her baby her insurance, her old insurance will pay paid the medical bills.
I want to see if y'all. I mean, most women say, how about abortion?
Well, abortion is not a bad one. I mean,
Yeah, how do women? You want to know how do women really feel? I mean, there's an ugly picture out there about black women and abortion. That picture is, oh, you know what? Check this out. Y'all should do the topic on the women that are online calling for the death. Matter of fact, you should do it with both sides. The women who are calling for the death of black male babies and the men who are calling for the death of female babies. Y'all should slap both of them upside the head.
oh wow, that's heavy. So you said women that are calling for the death of black male babies.
Babies and the niggas who are calling for the death of female babies. I think the dudes are doing
that's
this
black on black
different.
crime.
Let me see if I can find the videos or the links. I'll put them in the witness so y'all can see it. Give me a second. I'll look for them right now.
I never can understand.
Should smack both of them upside their head.
I never could understand Negroes who don't want to wear a condom, don't want to have kids, but they won't get a vasectomy. Oh no! You swear? You said castration.
Wow.
I have a couple in my own family say, no more kids for me. This is it. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you finna have a vasectomy. No. Okay, you're gonna wear condoms for the rest of your life. Hell no. It's like, okay, wait. How are you not gonna have a kid? We know you fertile. If you're not gonna use condoms and you're not gonna have a vasectomy, and you're definitely not giving up sex. So I said, okay, I'll see you in a year for the next baby.
Huh? It's like, how's that gonna work?
Yeah, I'm trying to get through to them because they're my family. It's like, hey. I said, okay. I said, don't bring up no more kids again until you do one of them 3 things. Oh. He's talking about his pull-out game is great. I said, if it was, you wouldn't have this many kids. He loves them. He loves them. He's there. I mean, child support. When he wasn't working, he tried to make up the child support by being the caregiver, the sitter, so they didn't have to pay for daycare and stuff like that. Oh, his mini me, because this last one looked exactly like him. It was like, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I said, oh my goodness, look just like you when you was that age. And
So,
I laugh when he talk about the child giving him a heart attack.
better watch out.
Yeah, I know.
So Belle, like, she's like, so is the topic supposed to be controversial and triggering or discussing trauma? Belle, any of the above, is basically what we can, unpack in that time frame, depending on the topic. I think, we can't do a whole host of topics if we have a really heavy one, because we're not paying it, rightful justice. by, you know, spending enough time on it. But, you know, a couple of these heavy ones, we could probably split it up and, you know, do some discussion on it. But it would be nice for these topics if we had personal testimony, you know, from someone who has experienced any of these issues or situations, you know. Domestic violence, postpartum depression, abortion, stress management, that can happen all within one woman, one woman in one relationship in one household. And they wonder why she don't smile.
Yes. For her next birthday, we're going to give her a set of cast iron skillets.
Yeah. Also, I saw on there stress management, how to deal with stress. That is a good one. Only because we as you know, people, we're very stressed because we live high stress lives for the most part, you know, working and, you know, multitasking, raising families, getting stressed
Moving
out on you.
around society.
Very true. Very true. So I think we might have some good topics, especially something that we could work with. But the women, you know, who call for the death of Black male babies, that's a really, really strong one, you know. And then the men who call for the death of Black girl babies, you know, I've not heard of that. I have heard of the women, you know, calling for the death of Black male babies. I've heard of some women who've done that. And it's so fitting, you know, with some of these topics, you know, if we're talking about, you know, domestic violence from the eyes of a Black woman, you know, followed by some postpartum depression, you know, and abortion. Whew. We will need a little bit of stress management after all of that. Those are very heavy subjects to unpack. So what do you guys think? You think maybe we should, you know, narrow it down to maybe a couple of the topics and try to knock those out?
We're going to have to narrow it down because all them topics are heavy and they're going to take up at least the whole hour or two, depending on how it develops in the conversation.
Huh. Neek said needs to be broken up into 2 shows. Yeah. I mean, the way that the shows have been working, you know, we start, you know, the early, you know, night, and then we go into the early morning. That usually is, you know, when it ends the early morning. So we could kind of split it up like that. But yeah, we're probably going to have to meet up in Discord and discuss, or, you know, everybody could, you know, probably put a vote in, you know, if the topics are listed, I could list them and send them to everybody in the Discord server. And then, you know, people can, you know, make their votes on what they, you know, want to participate with, because this is ladies' night, you know, and I want all the ladies to, you know, participate and join into the discussion as well. Right.
Right.
I think like, what about like postpartum depression and the abortion? Only because postpartum depression, you know, it comes from, you know, when you have have the child and you go through the postpartum depression. And there is, some heavy things that happen with a woman in her, mental state with an abortion as well.
Yeah, they go through that yearly depression around the time that it happened. But wait a minute, that doesn't include just the ones that have the abortion. That includes the ones that have miscarriages too.
Yeah. Because you have those hormones in your body, and then when you have an abortion, they're immediately taken out. Or if you have a miscarriage, those hormones are immediately gone, and the body goes through, I would say, a shock. I would assume. Not a medical doctor, so I don't know, but just think about it. Woman's meant to carry a child for 9 months, but if she's a few weeks pregnant and then she has all these hormones, and then all of a sudden, the hormones are snatched out, and then it's like, okay, what is your body doing? Seems like that would cause some sort of a trigger, some sort of emotional or hormonal imbalance of some sort. So.
Not to mention the tough decision that's involved in taking that step.
Exactly. The relationship, if she's even in a relationship with the said father, what is that relationship about? I mean, is she, the quote unquote, side girlfriend, or is she the wife and she knows that maybe he's doing some other stuff and that's stressful? I mean, there could be a whole lot of things, that could be packed and unpacked in that. So I think those two would be pretty good.
Yeah.
So, Beauty for One, what about the hardships of women? Narrow it down, Beauty for One. Hardships with regard. I agree, Belle. You do need to have someone on the panel that has personal experience. It just makes it a little bit more authentic, and they're able to really give a good account. I mean, we could read a lot of stats and whatnot, but with us being women in various stages and ages, having had children and having had family members that have had children and their experiences, together we could come up together with a really great conversation, I think. And maybe give a little bit more insight into the workings of our mind and, how we operate, what makes us tick. There are external factors, but, there are internal factors, carrying a child and, giving birth to the child and getting depression, once you've given birth to that child. Oh, the abortion. Yeah, Belle. Definitely. I mean, I that's only if there would be someone that would want to share that. I wouldn't want anyone sharing that unless that was something that they did want to share, but that would be a great testimony to have, So yeah, I think we do have some good topics.
But it's to bring somebody that has a personal experience and willing to talk about it. That's gonna be hard to find.
Yeah. Well, I don't know anybody that's had postpartum depression. I'm trying to think, with regards to that. I mean, I didn't have it, so I can't relate to it.
It makes me wonder how many single mothers out there have postpartum.
Exactly. And that's why I think that would be a good topic, to talk about, because I mean, you hear, really horrible things about Black mothers. And, I think what you're hearing could be the stories of, the cautionary tale of, the said woman, who's had this hard life, had this baby young and, didn't have the father was not there to help her with the child. And she, didn't have a strong family life. So she had to do everything with this baby all by herself. And, the hardship in itself with regards to that, people, don't necessarily understand. Well, some men don't realize women have hardships in life. That's true, Beauty, for one. They don't. And when that's illustrated, I would think that, it would have to be a woman, basically, telling, what her struggles are on the daily basis, because when people say it, it's easier said than it is done. Oh, well, all you have to do is take care of the kids. Well, yeah, take care of the kids plus, work. But do you know what that entails?
Hey. Y'all want to hear something? Check this out.
What's up, Max?
This is
For a lot
live.
of time, she is willing to take on some questions, and I believe she's in the house right now. Sister Ali, hello.
Hi.
Mr. Hamzat Ali live.
Can you hear me?
Popular
Can
Talk.
you hear me good?
Yes.
Okay.
How you, lady? It's been a while.
Yes, sir. I've been fine, praise be to Allah. I have such wonderful news.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
My book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman, The Black Woman's Guide to Understanding the Black Man, Are You Still a Slave? How Not to Eat Pork, Some Things Your Parents Should Have Told You, and Urban Survival. My books, brother, have had like a rebirth, and they're like going viral now.
But I've been telling you, Sister Ali, how it's been going. I mean, it's like, and I gotta say this to you, my friend. Your books, do you know that when we on this media thing now, do you know that we are quoting the lines out of your books? I mean, practically word for word. Do you know that? Well, I've been telling you.
Listen, I'm getting orders from Hawaii,
Hey,
the
she shitted on
United
women
Kingdom,
though.
Canada. So it's apparently a good topic now. And
Yeah, she shitted on y'all.
I wrote this book in 1989, and I released it in 1990. And it is as relevant today as it was in 1990. We're talking 30 years ago.
Absolutely. I mean, I had to read the book again. The one that you
she's
sent
like
me, I've been bragging. I've been showing the folks, my autograph copy. I had to read it again because I read it when you first wrote it. But I had to freshen up on it, and like I said, I had to show the folks, that I had my own autograph signed copy with a note inside of it, Well, I think what I'm doing now, I think what's happening is that I'm dealing with the children of the parents that I tried to reach back in 1990. Now I have their children, and they can't get along with each other. They didn't see it, they didn't learn it, they don't know how to do it, and so they've gotten very interested because I think this is some of the first writing that they've read that actually address the issues that they're dealing with. That's right. And so, we're doing that. But what's interesting right now, I think, for all of us, especially the old heads out here, is that they're all involved in this political thing about politics. Politics means policy. And we're not setting any policy, and we should have been studying and working on this instead of every every 4 years, 8, whatever it is, when they're going to elect a new white man president or a new black man who represents the white man president. Whatever they're doing, you know, it's not a priority for us. All of them have been the same. There is no difference. Voting has not stopped one person from getting killed. It has not saved one black person's life. It has not made any progress for us in this so-called voting thing. And we have been doing it since the 50s now.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want to hear a little bit of it. I want to hear what she said about black women.
They tell us all the time, well,
she's got the dudes in the uproar right now.
Folks that had a right to vote. Well, they died for the wrong thing, which we do every day. So it's nothing new that we die for the wrong thing. Because this has not benefited us in the way that we think. It doesn't matter what white person gets in there, they're not for us. And it doesn't matter what black person is there. They don't have the clout or the power or courage to carve out anything for us. And so I think that it's just a waste of time unless it's local. If you're voting for the library, if you're voting for local taxes, the dog catcher, or any of those kind of things, then that's okay, because that's a local thing in your town. But when it gets any bigger than that, we don't have nothing to do with white folks' politics.
Exactly. Exactly. But, you know, do you find that, I know this might have been a thing, you know, back in the day. Do you find that has it gotten worse now, or is it the same in your opinion? Has it gotten worse?
Oh, no, it's gotten worse. Another problem we have, brother, is that every generation wants to start all over. We don't deal anything with history, not even contemporary recent history. Okay? We think history is something that happened 500, 400 years ago, or 5,000 years ago in Egypt or Kenya. We think that's history. No, history is yesterday. History is this morning. And we don't deal with those kinds of things. And so every generation of black youth, when they grow up, they want to start all over again, start a whole new organization.
I agree with that.
Frame of thought. And one thing good about being old is that I've been able to see what everybody did, what everybody said. And we're wasting our time doing that. And what I have figured out and learned is that people want to talk all the time because talking keeps you from doing anything. If you sit around debating, can't get it together, can't make a decision about what to do, constantly, you know, bickering with each other and disagreement about everything, it just keeps us from actually doing anything. And a lot of times we'll talk about something so long until something new comes along, and then we pretend like we already solved the previous problem, and now we can move on to something else. Well, all we did was talk about it.
That's it.
Facts. That's facts.
You know, it's just so annoying, and we ignore what our youth are doing. We don't know how to reach them. We can't get our boys in order. As long as our boys are being raised by single women, as long as our boys are in the home watching women and their mother and their girlfriends, their mama and auntie and all of them every day around the clock, we can't produce a boy that can turn into a man. We have got to figure out.
Can't disagree with that.
That's what we ought to be voting on. Let's vote that if you have a baby, you're going to at least go see the baby once a week. Let's vote that we're not going to dress our little boys like girls. Let's vote that the women not going to be in the strip club pulling their pants down, shaking their ass. You know, I mean, there's a lot of things we could vote for that would benefit us, but ain't none of it got nothing to do with the white people in D.C.
I mean, I'm sitting here and I don't even have to say anything, old Brandon. I can just kind of sit here and because people have heard me say this kind of stuff before, and other brothers say this kind of stuff. It's like, I mean, it's crazy because I'm sitting here now and I'm making all kind of faces and I'm doing, you know, this media stuff, and because everybody knows that we have all heard this stuff before, either from me, from other brothers, from you.
It's nothing new coming along. I've been saying it for 30 years. You know, and I was on your show one time and I said something and you said, yeah.
But you see, the problem with this, right?
Yeah, repeat means everything.
Yeah,
that's why commercials is on all day the same thing.
But,
that's why bulletin boards
okay, I'll talk about it when she's done.
all day. A country, the same thing. Repeat means everything. We don't hear anything and obey. You know, we were doing the Hidden Colors thing, we and some other good people. And everywhere I would go, people would say, every time everyone came out, I was in 1, 3, and 5. Every time one came out, people would say, oh, I love it. They're so good. So good. When y'all gonna do the next one? And I would always say, well, how many do y'all need? These are to educate the people. This is not for entertainment purposes. You know, go look at Netflix or something if you just want movies or stuff. This is to entertain your brain. This is to get your head woke up some so that we can make a change. You can't make a new people until you make a change. Any change. A change in diet, a change in how you dress, a change in how you spend your money, a change in the way you talk. But we have to have change. And our people are so stuck in certain ideas that we can't change. And so no wonder we can't get along with each other.
That's why I talk about changing the thinking. That's why I did the thing on the brainwashing.
To keep us involved with talking again, just talking. And it hasn't gotten us anywhere. And so I'm glad that the young people are reading some of what I'm saying now, and that I have credibility of having, as I said, been teaching this 30 years. And it's a hard job, as you all know. Yeah, somebody, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a wife, somebody who knows this history and has watched how we behave. And now I see our children doing the same thing.
True.
Doing it even worse.
Yeah.
Because they're little psychos. They just almost psychotic. They don't have any connection and ties to a lot of what's going on in the real world.
Psychos.
Yeah, which is why they want to kill us. They want to curse us. They want to fight us. You know, they're not acting like normal people.
Do you think that is it our fault though, Sister Ali, that our kids, is it our fault that we didn't instill the stuff in them that we should have instilled in them, you know, when they were little? I mean, did we lack training them, or were we didn't know enough? We didn't know enough to train them.
Well, we hadn't developed enough. Remember now, we have only been so-called free, actually, where we could actually function and do certain things for about 75 or 80 years. It hasn't been a long time. We never got debriefed. And it took us 400 and some odd years to get in this condition. It could conceivably take us 400 and some odd years to get out of it. We're not going to see it. But it's got to happen. You know, the earth belongs to you. You're the original man, so it's not going anywhere. So ultimately, hopefully, that the rotation will go around. You know, the earth is spinning, and every time it goes around in a circle, new combinations are forming. Things are shifting. Things are growing. They're leaning this way. Things are changing constantly. And so we have an opportunity to be the change that we keep talking about. All that nonsense about what we need to do is come together. Forget that. We can't even come together with the people we live with in the house.
I already been talking about this.
Everything.
Those are facts.
You have to make
that's just Showers out Ali.
Family and your own children. And yes, part of it is our fault. We did not teach our children who the enemy was. We did not reveal that to them because we thought it would hold them back. We thought that the enemy would punish or kill them for it or not give them a job. And they're killing them and ain't giving them no job anyway. So it didn't work. We should have told them the truth. And so they have grown up after immigration and the so-called civil rights movement, which actually turned into civil injustice movement. And we have just watched them. We tried to give them everything material that we thought would make them happy because that's what would make us happy. But we're living at a different time. That's not what they needed. They needed separation from each other, from the girls and the boys. They needed male teachers teaching the boys and women teaching the girls. They needed some basic little things like that we didn't give them. They didn't need so much television. We allowed them to look at and eat and take every idea to their head. And they were like little sponges, like any child. And so, yes, a lot of that was our failure. And trying to keep up with every brand name, everybody's name but their own.
I talked about that
We
too.
taught them to worship them, those things, and that you are what you own. And so they believe that if they have the best Nikes, or the best of Chanel, or whatever, the Gucci, whatever they doing now, they thought if they had those. And our people are so insane with this stuff, brother, that in our communities there are people selling artificial Gucci bags and Chanel clothes and shoes. And our people know that they're artificial, and they'll still spend $100 or $200 on them. Because they got the white man's name on it.
That's because of the brainwashing.
And they know it's fake, but they want to have that symbol because we believe that we are what we own. And so we have our Gucci,
That's
and
right.
we kind like Gucci.
That's right.
And those white people hate us. We just represent a market. In fact, some of them wish we wouldn't even wear this stuff.
It's crazy. Let me ask you something, Sister Ali. I've been wanting to ask you this for a minute. I want to wait till the night to ask you about it.
I just call again now.
We often
I am on the line.
we can get an echo somewhere.
Yeah. Ask her why she calls black men the demons.
What? Who is this on the line?
Ask her why she calls black men the demons.
Who is this on the line? What? Who is this on the line?
Ask her why she calls black men to beat black women.
To beat black women?
Let me address that.
I'm about to hang up on her. I'm about to. Oh, wait a minute. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. We ain't gonna have you calling Sister Ali a bitch. You out of here.
No. She never. See, that's wrong. She never said that. She never said that.
That I teach, it puts such terror in the hearts of our women and men sometimes because we have been so damaged with our understanding. And so in 1990, 30 years ago, they found one line in my book that they could use to dismiss all the rest of it. Now we have ate every idea that the enemy has given us. We have believed every falsehood. We have accepted every misdirection and done everything that they have told us to do that would help destroy us. And haven't complained about it hardly at all.
That's crazy.
But that one thing in my book, there was at one time in 1990 when I was making a suggestion, the same one that the Red Cross still uses, that when a person is hysterical, that you might have to grab them or slap them in the mouth. Well, they have used the open hand slap in the mouth thing against me for years, but that's only one sentence in the book. What about everything else? And I didn't tell black men to beat y'all. I told them to stop beating you. Stop stomping you and kicking you and using his fist to bust your lip and give you a black eye. I asked them to stop doing that. So that sister that was just on there, she don't want to deal with the truth. She want to pick out one thing and use that to dismiss everything. And that's not how you do it. That's not how you learn, and that's not how you change.
Well, let me ask you.
So now we can move on now.
Yeah,
let's move on.
Let's move on.
Always go find that because I agree with what I say about men and women.
See, I didn't set up my screening because you see I can do some screening before they call in here.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there.
Brother, man, you know I've been out here 30 years with this. I know how to handle it.
Yeah, I know. But you know I don't play that mess, Sister Ali. You know me.
All right. Okay. So let me get back to the chat. Yeah, that was Shahrazad Ali. Yeah, I'm gonna back her up on that, man. She ain't never told black men to beat black women. I don't know where people get that from. I think that's these feminists pushing that. She's never said that. And like she said, you got to read the whole book to understand where she's coming from when she's talking about slapping a woman upside her mouth. Okay, you got to read the whole thing, man. Don't just take that and run down the street with it. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with her, man. She's right about the women not being able to raise the men and the effect that it has on the men to be around, for the boys to be around all women. And again, but you see, my problem with this is
they're going to take this and they're going to broad stroke it. And that's where the problem comes in at for me. You're not talking about all black women when she's saying these things, especially when she's talking about the strippers and stuff like that. She's not talking about all women, but these dudes are going to take that and put it on all black women. Shahrazad Ali said all of y'all are strags. She said all of y'all are strippers. That's not what she said. You know, that's the problem I got with this. They're going to take this and they're going to broad stroke it over all black women. Everything she says, it's going to fit all black women. And that's why I think it's a disservice.
Well, I first heard of Shahrazad Ali when I was probably about 18, 19 years old. And the comment that stuck out was, you know, the open-handed smack to the mouth. You know, that's what it was. And that was like back in, you know, what, late 80s, early 90s. And that was very offensive. And that was at a time where, you know, black women, you know, were on their, you know, their high power type thing. Like, oh, no, you're not going to be smacking me in the mouth. You know, and they just blew that up. That was, you know, exactly why they blew that up. Like she said, they took that one sentence and ran with it. You know, I don't agree with everything that she says, but what she said tonight, that snippet that you just played, she made very good sense, you know? Yeah. In the way that she broke it down, you know, she didn't just say it was the fault of the single black mother, but you do have these single women raising these children who did not make these kids by themselves. She said, making a point to go see your freaking kid at least once a week.
Right.
And some of those dudes don't even do that. So you have this woman that has this kid 7 days a week with no input from the father, yet she gets drugged for filth because she did a horrible job. But the dad could have been there once a week. He could have been there once a week.
They're not going to talk about her saying that, though. What they're going to talk about is she said, all black women are strippers. She's going to say all black women are taking their ass at the club. That's not what she said. Why'd you hear that? Well, Sister Shahrazad Ali said, y'all be at the clubs, y'all scrags, y'all stripping. That's not what she said. Oh, yeah, I've seen that a long time ago.
I watched that when I was a kid. I watched that.
I saw that.
You know,
and my thing is, and they had people come on to try to debunk a book, but a book is I mean, you can't debunk it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they do, they can't debunk it. She's a god amongst black men, you know. Even the black men that don't agree with everything she says, they know that she's a god. That's a black woman you can't even get close to. She's surrounded by so many men that won't let you get anywhere near her. You know, and you know she's a queen. For all intents and purposes, and she has a lot to say about black men and black women. And I don't agree with everything, but I don't disagree with everything either. There's a lot of truth to what she's saying. And I don't think there's much falsehood to what she's saying. I think the way people are interpreting it is messed up. You know, like that woman who called in, she was real angry as hell. Like, come on, this woman ain't did nothing to you. Why you told the black men to beat black men? She never said that. She didn't tell no black man. No black man who read that book will sit up here and honestly tell you that she told him to beat black women. You know, I still don't know why they running with that narrative. She told black men to beat black women. First of all, a slap is not beating someone. There's a difference between beating someone and slapping someone. But like I said, people are just going to take what she said and they're going to paint it with a broad brush. All these SYSBMs and all these dudes that was in that chat, you know, guys like AM1 and all that, they're going to take this and run with it.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, you just cannot take something out of context and use it the way that you want. You have to use it in the way that she meant it. And unless you know, fully discuss that or fully look at that, you know, it's kind of hard to make a rash decision. Now, like I said, that was the phrase that led when she was, you know, when it was brought out. And I didn't like that phrase. I didn't like the phrase. You know, it gave me the same feeling that it gave, you know, all the other women. You know, and they projected that particular phrase for a reason. You know, and it got the reaction that they wanted to get from it. You know, but you got to look at too, you know, Cerulean talked about, you know, Shahrazad Ali and basically how she was, you know, used as a tool, you know, for recruiting, you know, men at that time when her book came out. You know, a man sees a woman like her talking those, you know, tenets, you know, I guess for, you know, the Nation of Islam. And they're like, wow, you know, I want my woman to be like that. And, you know, they become a follower of hers. You know, what she was teaching, I don't think was all, you know, just crap. But sometimes you do have to take the eat the meat and spit out the bones, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, and a lot of men would run into the Nation of Islam. A lot of women did too. See, that's what people don't talk about, right? It wasn't just men who went running to the Nation of Islam after reading that. A lot of women also went running over there. See, because a lot of women actually agree with her. That's the elephant in the room, right? If you ask the average woman right now, right, okay, if she has a son, right, and she has a woman and he has a girlfriend that's being all belligerent and crazy and saying wild things to him, right, and pushing on him, whatever, most mothers will tell their son to smack the hell out of her. I've heard that. I've heard mothers tell their sons to smack the hell out of a belligerent, crazy acting female. I've heard that with my own.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Mac. My thing is that you know what?
I've heard it.
You know what? I've heard that too, but I'm not saying I agree with it. For me personally, all I know, I don't care who he is, what his name is, who his dad is, where his mom came from. He better not hit me. I'm not for it. I'm not for it at all.
See, I look at it this way, right? What are we really talking about when we say hitting? Okay, if a person hits you, does a hit really constitute all of this stuff? Okay, depending on what type of hit it is, right? If you get slapped in the mouth or you slap somebody else in the mouth, right? If you slap somebody in the mouth, are you expecting them to retaliate with a baseball bat?
No, I don't think so. But if you hit me and you pop it and it stings enough and I get mad enough, I might, if the bat's right next to me, that might be what you get.
Right, but check
it's a reaction.
Do you think it's a bit much though? See, what I'm getting at is sometimes these things get escalated for no reason, right? When there was really no harm done, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, when we hit people, okay, when men hit other men, okay, we expect a fight, right? When a woman hits a man, she doesn't expect a fight because the man is bigger and stronger, right? Mm-hmm. So, okay, he doesn't fight you, but he hits you about the mouth. Is that the same thing as fighting?
No, but I'm just saying reactionary wise, Mac, you know, my thing is that, you know, when we were younger, we would play those games, those little hit games, but I learned a long time ago, I don't like to play like that. So if you are discontent with me and you have a problem, you need to talk to me, because when you hit me, I'm sorry. It's zero tolerance. I don't want anybody
Okay.
hitting me.
Now, okay. Now, see how you feel like that? See how you feel like that? There are people out there that feel that hitting a woman if she is getting loud and belligerent and disrespectful. There are people out there, men and women, believe hitting about the mouth is justified. I know such people. I'm not one of them. I don't have to put my hands on nobody. I don't believe in touching anyone. You see me, I'll just walk away from you. I'll just leave you alone. I'm not doing all that. I love my freedom too much. I'm not putting my hands on nobody who's not putting their hands on me. So I'm not one of those people, but there are people out there that believe that. Just like you believe that, they believe that. And they believe that if you, some people believe that now if I had a daughter, I would be one of them fathers like this. Ain't nobody putting their hands on my daughter. I don't give a F what the situation is. You got a problem with my daughter, she freaking out, you come to me. I'll deal with her. You don't put your hands on her. But there's a lot of men out there that don't feel the way I feel. I've met men, there's men here on social media that said that if their daughter got struck by their boyfriend, they would mind their own business.
Yeah, my dad wouldn't mind his own business, and neither would my brother.
Oh, Nick, like I said, you're not putting your hands on my daughter at all, okay? I don't give a damn what the situation is. If it's a deal, you're gonna have to deal with me. But there's some brothers and sisters, they understand something. There's women who feel this way too. It ain't just men. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get Sister Queen Yeshua in here. She feels like that. She feels that a man or a husband or whatever should smack his wife about the mouth if she gets too disrespectful. She believes that shit. And she a black woman. So it ain't just men who believe this, who agree with Sister Ali. You got black women too.
Well, the important thing is to find someone who shares your your ideals when it comes to that. So when you pop her ass in the mouth, she don't take off on you or call the police on you.
Yeah, I look at it this way, right? Just don't hit anybody. Okay, I'm not into that. I ain't putting my hands on nobody's daughter because I wouldn't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter. You know, if I first of all, I'm not going to be with no crazy belligerent woman in the first place. Okay, I'm not doing none of that. So I'm not putting myself in that position any other way. But you know, I think that is something that they shouldn't be focusing on. It's ridiculous. I mean, you know, it's basically a pure victory. But you run around here like you got some kind of victory, like, yeah, so how is that at least said it, whatever this and that. But the bottom line is you still aren't competing with other races of men.
Yeah, that's the bottom line. And what's going to be done about that?
Right. So apparently what Sister Ali said didn't change that. Okay. You're still cowardly. So what she said didn't say is, you know, change that. You're still fighting against your own women, which is something she is dead set against. Now, she wouldn't approve of that. That would actually make her upset. I heard her get mad before about stuff like that. She doesn't approve of that at all. Now, she heard you niggers is out here fighting against they black women, she gonna flip the script on you. Then what you gonna say? But she don't approve of that. I know that for a fact. I've heard what she had to say about shit like that. So That didn't change anything. You're still fighting your women. You're still derelict. Apparently, that didn't change that. So, like I said, it's a Pyrrhic victory. You basically achieved nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't achieve anything. You didn't fix anything. You didn't change anything. You didn't move any mountains. You didn't change fix anything. You didn't do anything. You still scared of white man. You still derelict. You still fighting against your women. And you're still a laughing stock. So basically, since Ali came up here, is to give you some false courage, some false hope. That's basically all it is. Because at the end of the day, nothing has changed. So, Wanda, did y'all come up with topics?
We did. But I don't know. These are like really heavy. And what we were talking about is that, for some of these topics, it would be best to have some personal testimony. Interactions at work as a Black woman, domestic violence, postpartum depression, abortion, stress management, women who call for the death of Black male babies, men who call for the death of Black girl babies. So those are like really heavy topics. I know we're not going to get into all of those, but I was thinking maybe a couple of them.
How about like flipping the script on people, just come out of nowhere, right? And talk about, let me see. Well, I guess all y'all have different takes on romance, right? I guess romance is I guess that's a thing of the past now, right? Like romance.
Think so?
Chivalry,
Is chivalry dead, ladies? Is romance dead? Put a one in the chat if romance is dead. I don't think so. I think it's individual, on each lady, but I think women still like to be, romance, have nice gestures done for them.
How about marriage? Is it really a partnership? Is it still the proverbial man is the breadwinner and the woman is the homemaker? I mean, like if you have a deep discussion about, can that actually be a working marriage? Could a woman be a homemaker and a man be the breadwinner and that marriage work? It worked back in the old days, but can it work now? I mean, that could be interesting because nowadays you got women with all of these careers. You got women microwaving food. Nobody wants to cook anymore.
But see, I think it would be possible, but it comes from, can we just make it with, just the one salary? If I come into a relationship, and it's expected, okay, well, you're going to quit your job and, I'm going to work and support the family. That's what he's saying. My eyebrows are going to be raised because I've been working, and taking care of myself for a long time. So to just stop working and depend on this man, when, I've known me, maybe I've been with him 5 years, but I've known me longer, so I know that, I'm going to come through for me. So just to put all my trust, that would be hard for me to do is basically what I'm saying. And I don't know with regards to other women, where they stand on that.
See, we should throw out challenges too, right? Because I want to have one challenge every
ladies' night to make it really exciting. Like, here's the challenge, okay? You have a 3-bedroom house, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, a 3-bedroom apartment. The rent is $850 a month. You got 3 kids. You have no car. All you have is access to public transportation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are a customer service rep for a pharmaceutical company. You make $8.75 an hour. Okay? You're also able to get time and a half, okay? And your husband works for a warehouse unloading trucks. He also makes what? No, he makes $9.25 an hour. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all do 40 hours a week. Off of that, you gotta find a way to pay your rent, feed your children, clothe your children, take them to the doctor, pay your lights, your heat, okay, and your cable bill. Could you do it?
Oh my goodness.
If you do it, how? How would you do it? See, that's the kind of challenges I'm going to throw at you every week to see who can do it. Can you work it? Could you make it work? That's not a lot of money.
It sure is not.
But it can work with some clever. You just got to see what I'm saying. That's why it's called a challenge.
Yeah.
It can work. You're making $8.75 an hour, 40 hours a week. You also can throw time and a half and overtime in there. He's getting 40 hours a week on a job. He unloads trucks. He's making $9 an hour. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with 3 kids. The rent alone is $850. We ain't even talking about the rest of the stuff. We ain't talking about the utilities. Just the rent alone is $850. Matter of fact, that's a 3-bedroom apartment. Hold on, let me bump it up a little bit. That's 3-bedroom apartment, so we can go $1150.
You done raised the rent on us? Oh my Lord.
Well, how much is a 3-bedroom where you live? Not where you live, but in the state, whatever. Just throw the number. You ain't got to tell me the state.
2,400, if that. If you can even find that.
No, you're not. 2,400. Oh hell no. So we're gonna let's knock it down to, let's make it $950. So your rent is $950. That's without utilities. So we can throw in, since you got 3 kids, you also got a washer and dryer in the house, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got 3 kids, washer, dryer, and cable. So we're gonna make light bill $225 a month. Then you also got heating. Okay, we're gonna make that's kind of iffy, right? Because you can only do it in the winter time, right? When it's high. So we're gonna give you a break for that. Let's say the heating is $150. So you got $225 plus $150. So your cable bill is $125, $150. And that's not even counting the food that you got to purchase. You got 3 kids, so it's 3 plus 5 of y'all. Your food bill is probably gonna be about $300-400, depending on where you're shopping at. We'll get the numbers right, okay? But
that would be crazy.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's a cool challenge.
Yeah, that's the kind of challenge I thought. Can y'all do it? Y'all sit up there, you read the challenge, and y'all work it out right there on the panel. Look, okay, you can do this. You can save here. You can do this. You can do coupons. You can do. Kid, I mean, that'd be awesome. I think people would like that. And they see y'all working out these real life scenario problems right there, right live.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, and each week we throw out a new challenge. You know, we give y'all a new challenge to say, okay, ladies, you know, all right, if you had 2 dogs, okay, and you was walking both of them, and you took both of them to the mailbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got your mail. So you walked 2 more blocks. You went to the bank. You came out. And you only had 1 dog left. Where's the other dog? What happened?
What happened? Yeah.
So what you got to do is you got to retrace your steps. So you actually left the dog at the mailbox. And see, I didn't put all the detail in, okay? But the dog was actually now the next time I ask him like that, I'm gonna have all of these details, okay? I'm be like, well, you went to the mailbox, you had the 2 dogs on the leash, right? You had a phone call, you had the phone in one ear, trying to hold the leash, the dogs were pulling away, your purse fell, you went down to pick it up, you didn't want to let loose the dogs, so you tried to put the dogs on this little spike thing so they wouldn't run away, so you put them on there, right? You picked your stuff up, okay? You got the phone call, and you took one leash off, and while you was talking on the phone, you kind of drifted away from the other dog with that dog. While you was talking on the phone, you was throwing dogs about what's going on the phone. You started inching down the street. Next thing you know, you hung up with the person, and you just started walking the dog down the street, and you left the other dog behind. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, I ain't gonna tell you that, right? I'm just gonna tell you all this other stuff. Yeah, you know, this man, you picked up this and you went to walking over here, you got to talking, and then you went down to the street, around the corner, you got some coffee, you know, the dog was barking, you told him to hush, right? All this time you got this 1 dog, right? And you're not tripping. So I'm going to make it seem like, you know, the 1 dog is fine. You know what I'm saying? Even though you had 2 when you came out the house. By the time I get you down to the bank, I'm going to try my best to make you forget about what you did with that dog when you came out the house. You know, then when you get down there, I'm going to ask you, when you come outside, you're going to notice you only got 1 dog. What happened to your dog? And I'm doing it in a way where you're going to have to retrace your steps. You know, challenges like that.
That sounds fun, like a game.
Yeah, you know, so it's something different. It's something new, and then people can get in on it, okay? This is how you intrigue people, right? People can get in on it. Oh, y'all gonna do a challenge? Y'all gonna do a challenge? You know what I'm saying? You might have people calling up, you know, ask Yolanda, can I just come up with a challenge? They might just want to sit on the panel and get in on a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is how you keep people intrigued.
That would be cool. How many of those are you gonna have?
A lot of them, man. I gotta, you know what? I can't believe I'm talking about this on there. I'm gonna have to edit this out. We'll talk about it on the back chat.
Okay, dope.
I don't want to expose our strategies and all that stuff, and what we plan to do going forward on our channel. People will steal your ideas and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about it on the back chat. But I got some serious ideas that they're going to be cool. Okay, I just need to get a set panel of women that I know that's going to be there every week. Even if y'all rotating, one of y'all going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm waiting for is making sure y'all set. And like I said, even if one can't, you know, even if y'all rotating, it's fine. Y'all going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Then we can start really doing fun stuff. So trust me, I got some serious, cool ideas. Want to have somebody singing live on Ladies Night? Oh, I got stuff up my sleeve, y'all.
Oh, that would be fun.
Oh yeah.
Live
Oh yeah. So people that,
entertainment.
yeah. You know, I can have some people come up. It's for ladies' night, and y'all can sit up there, and you know, like I can get a talent show going on ladies' night.
That would be cool.
So I got ideas. I got stuff in the works. I'm just trying to make sure. You know what? Let me stop talking about it. We'll talk about it in the back. I don't want to keep talking about it, but we'll talk about it. Trust me, I got some serious ideas.
Well,
But,
we can talk about it.
Frankie.
Little Dame, are you there? Yeah, we can talk about it on the back chat.
Yeah. But I don't want to discuss strategies when people steal your shit. You know, and then they're claiming for themselves. They still won't even give you any credit for it. But they act like it's theirs. Is Dame here? Dame, are you there? Where's she at? She might be, I don't know. Yeah, so give me 1 second while I'll be right back. I gotta go to the back, be right back.
Okay, up.
You what's going on? Come on up. Everybody sleep?
I guess
It's
so.
only 11:48. Are you kidding me? Wake up. Well, let me see if I can get some more people up here. I don't want you up here by yourself. Hold on. Beauty, you want to come up? Yeah, so,
I was looking to see if she was still in the chat.
I think she is. Yeah, we got more people coming. But yeah, so, you know, that's what I was thinking, that I got a lot of cool stuff that, you know, we could throw on ladies. I got a lot of cool stuff I want to do for the drive, but I got to find somebody to host the drive, somebody I can trust, that I can get the keys to while I work on the E Nation channel. Because I'm going to be launching the E Nation. Yeah.
You'll be doing the drive once a week, right?
Yeah, but I want to do it more. Like, you see, the problem is I don't mind women firing it up, but I got to get the keys to one of y'all, meaning the password and the username, the email and password. Yeah, I will give it to one of y'all so y'all can fire up the live stream. Y'all don't need me. Y'all can just fire it up if I'm not available. So I'm going to be going back on the road. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can just fire it up. You know, like we can have a meeting, and if I'm not available, y'all can still fire it up and you know, talk about some topics. If I'm not available, you can still fire up ladies' night. If I'm driving, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
right. That's why I got to get the keys to somebody. I have to get the keys to more than one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I might give it to all of y'all that frequent the channel. You, Frankie, you know, Lucy. So I might get the keys to all three of y'all. So any one of y'all can fire up the live stream when I'm not available. if I'm driving
When you going back to driving?
next week. I'll still be available. I'll still be able to do some screens or whatever, but I'm just saying, just in case I can't, you know, I might get stuck on the load. I might need one of y'all to fire up a live stream, and I'll throw a topic out there. Y'all can kick with that topic. And y'all ain't got to stay on that long, maybe 2 hours or whatever, you know, an hour. And then if I'm not available for ladies' night, no problem. Y'all got the keys. Y'all can fire it up yourselves, you know. So I'm going to be putting a lot of work in on the E Nation channel. So I probably won't be available, but I don't want the drive to stop going.
Yeah, you're gonna need to fuel both. Need gas for both.
Yeah, because I'm serious as a heart attack about the E Nation. That's where I'm going to put everything. I'm really going to put my all into that because I really believe in that. I really believe
Well, it's
in
very
that.
much needed. It's very much needed, you know, for us, and you know, with everything that we're going through, we do need to come together, but we need to come together peacefully, and we need to be able to cooperate and work and have the common goal. I mean,
Frankie, is she asleep?
you gotta yell at her, Frankie, Dame. She might be asleep. I know Brother Speak is at work.
I don't want to leave you up here by yourself. I don't know, should I set the screen
You
down?
wanna just wrap it up?
Yeah, I don't want to leave you up here by yourself. I thought Frankie may be, who was Simply Tammy?
She's new to the chat. I haven't seen her before, I don't think. But she came in and gave greetings and was nice. So, like, hey.
Oh, these are some of my new peoples coming from the diaspora.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, I see what everybody over at Taz is. Yeah, so Taz is going. So all right, so I'm gonna shut it down. Taz
Okay,
is live
Max.
right now, where everybody's at. All right, listen, we'll be in Discord later on. I'll be in there for the rest of the night, so you know we can probably talk about some stuff. All right, so let me get us out of here. Hold on, what was I doing?
All righty then.
What's this crazy woman? Let's see, K-Def. Okay. All right, let me, okay, hold on, let me, all right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Overdrive. E-Nation will be in the Discord server all night because we ain't got nothing else to do. We can talk about moving the channel forward. Definitely get the topics down pat for ladies' night. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you probably tomorrow night. So peace, power, and unity. Good night, people. Thanks, and we're out.
Good night.
Yo, I'll do this right. It's a lot more work where that came from. No doubt. Are you having a good time so far? I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. Never underestimate, realize the gun-slinging back, a sick type of fuck. I let blood stain in every spot that I rock. I'm representing dirty, spitting rhymes like the clock. In the Cape Fear where MCs be shell-shocked. I got the stash in my dash with the stock and the ooh-wah. The pure abuser, the stupid abuser. With the roll count with bank in Vancouver. I get a charge from the sound of the bus. I was made to crush. I wet and rappers till they bust. Plus my Benjamin is elite. Mega D, 20 sneak, 3 then a 5 complete. That's how I'm bouncing for the 9/5, son. We don't promote no masquerade, cause we was players from day one. We start trends, we make hits. KDF and Larry O, we on some real life shit. I'll leave my foes like heroin, you know. 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 Smoke tinted windows cause I'm moving with heat. I got a mean ass broad in my shotgun seat. You could get up any day of the week. That nigga Larry O be making rappers retreat. You know it like I fail. Jake is on my tail. I blow up your block, I left the haze like black hell. I use the M16 to blast clowns off the planet in cold blood. My heart is made of granite. Counterpart, the K to the tap, yeah. Wicked beat, make a mass murderer with his left. We got the whole game locked. So, bricks on hold like the pimp on the stroll. I'm busting caps in the sugar-coated rap, yo. This is the lyrical terrorist manifesto. Sipping the Remy, getting lit. I'm hit. Ignite a fat split. I'm on some real life shit. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. Back once more for my niggas with the encore. One last verse to blow the spot, then I burst. About the scene cause I'm on some low shit. Rolling niggas on that ghetto pro shit. Damn, I hate to settle for less. True that, I wanna live mega fat. Push the bends like a diplomat. Automatic text. Lazarus around my neck. Engineering shit with Corleone respect. The international world class Don came to reign on hip-hop, I can't be stopped. I shoot the breeze with expertise. The mic is like a toaster when I rhyme, I squeeze. The criminologist kicking criminology. The way I'm shaking you is like a bank robbery. So yo, get on the floor and get face down. Take these slugs to your head so I can buck your fucking crown. That's what you get for playing slick. KDF and Larry O be on some real life shit. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my foes like heroin in